I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? What's good? I'm late. I know I told you it's my wife's birthday today, but she was like, well, if you want to, you guys say bye. See ya. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my wife. So I'm running in here doing a last minute podcast. Like I said, as soon as you saw the notification, your boy just got hot and ran up in here to get this podcast going. Let me get the lights and stuff going. For some reason, there's always something, man. For some reason, I can't get the NBA.com scoreboard up. Let's see if we can rock it again here. Maybe because I'm doing too much at the same time. Yeah, man. But I mean, elephant in the room. I know you guys want to hear what I had to say about it, man. Like, I wish I could devote a whole podcast to it, but this is it. This is it. This is the part. This is it. So, I mean, who cares about this game, guys? Indiana Pacers, fine. They're a rivalry now. They're in front of us, a little bit. We got to figure it out. We definitely have to compete with them, going forward here. So I'm definitely having issues here. Hopefully you guys can hear me and there's no lag and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously this game is important. We got to win. Just because we're missing RJ doesn't mean that, oh my God, we ain't got no chance to win. You know what I'm saying? And just because we don't have Mitchell Robinson, it's like, oh my God, we don't have no chance to win. I get it. Okay. So I'm going to say it. Cause I mean, it's like, it's like not weird, but it's like, it's almost like a relief, man. When I saw it, this is what happened. Let me tell you the full story. This morning, when I heard the trade, when I heard about this trade, right? I just finished arguing with State online because he's always talking about the kids, and he said, "Oh, you OGs, this, that, and the other." Right? They're always talking about the kids, and always talking about, everybody want to talking about getting rid of RJ and Julius Randle and the same bullshit he's been saying every single day. Ever since for as long as I've known the fucking guy, ever since me and him were doing pods together, you know what I'm saying? So he's going on about that. So then, I said, so you know what? Let me take this down a notch. Let me go take a shower. I got the kids a shower, got myself a shower. As soon as I stepped into the fucking shower, my phone started going off the hook. So I was like, why is my phone going off the hook like this? So I get out there, I reach for my phone, I take a look, and my phone is blown up because I'm going to say it. The Knicks traded RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley in the same fucking trade, guys. Oh my God, man. So I know we're playing Indiana now. Like I said, this is important, but I can't get my bars off today because, I couldn't do a special pod. I was, I'm off today, but, today's my wife's birthday, as you guys know. But I mean, when I saw the notification, I can't tell you that I was happy, excited, or what. But the feeling that I feel after knowing this has gone down is the feeling of relief. Oh my God, I felt like I took a piss. I felt like I took the best piss ever. Because the thing is, like, we waste so much time talking about RJ every day, man. Oh, RJ's gonna get better. You'll see this kind of other haters and agendas and all this other stuff. Like, I just so tired of talking about. I think I said this last night. I am so tired of talking about the same people all the time. Oh, here goes RJ coming down the lane, wide open layup, blows it. Oh, here comes RJ. Oh, wow, comes down there and gets stripped. Oh, guess what happens? The defense gets the rebound and flies down the court and gets a 3-point shot in the corner. Okay, let's come down and do it again. RJ fucks up again, comes down there, forces an alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. Oh, guess what? The defense is flying down the court the other way. Another corner three. Wow, surprise, surprise, Same shit all the time, And then at the end of the game, instead of praising Julius Randle because he got 75 points and Brunson got 85 points, with triple doubles and didn't miss a shot. Well, we're going to be talking about how Julius Randle's body language from 3 years ago and Julius, Jalen Brunson's big ass head, and all this other stuff. We're talking about stuff that had nothing to do with basketball, nothing to do with what we just finished watching for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So let me tell you something, man. I am so relieved not to ever talk about RJ Barrett again. So I'm not going to do the dedicated podcast. I'm just going to do it like that. I think I might do something, or I might pop on somebody else's show to talk about him. But I'm not talking about RJ Barrett, fam. And I'm not talking about IQ. Last night was the last straw for me. Thank God that he got traded. Because the writing is on the wall there that that we need a backup point guard. When IQ comes in, he's the backup point guard. And there's a reason why we can't score sometimes, because he can't run the offense. Everything is like Hartenstein comes out there to set a screen for him. He doesn't take the screen. He goes the opposite way all the time. And then he picks up his dribble. He's dribbling, and he'll dribble to the spot, pick up his dribble. He'll dribble into Julius. He'll dribble around. He'll stand there. He'll throw up a shot that he wants. It's ridiculous to have to deal with this every day. And then at the end of the game, it's like, we should, IQ this, that, and the other, IQ this, that, and the other. I'm just tired of it. The Knicks were not going to start him. You know what I'm saying? Him coming off the bench, instant offense, my ass. You know what I'm saying? Instant offense, my ass. Because how many games that, like, when he's not scoring, he's not contributing at all. He's not contributing at all when he's not scoring. So when he's scoring, then he's like, oh, wow, the guy IQ, oh, my God, he's so great. But people don't remember how bad he played. Like, we played the last 4 games, right? We only won 1 out of the last 4 games, right? So during that time frame, if you look at the stats, IQ did not play well in this stretch. The game that he played well in is the game that we won. Same thing with RJ. The game that he played well in is the game that we won. We cannot rely on RJ to be that third scorer. We can't rely on him to be a good defender. We can't rely on him to do anything, good or bad. IQ, we cannot rely on him to do anything, good or bad. People talk so much about Julius Randle not having a good playoff series last year, but he legit was on 2 dead ankles, and he still showed up. Fucking IQ was hurt also. People don't talk about that. He had a horrible playoff series, last year. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a reason why we didn't pay him. And then now, listen, the Knicks did them a solid. RJ is in Toronto, so shout out to Josh. I've been mentioning Josh a lot in this podcast. Josh from NBK. He was talking about the whole a lawsuit between Toronto and the Knicks. So with all the energy that we talked about that, the fucking guys still made a trade with each other. And nobody ever thought that they would make a trade with each other due to that lawsuit. But then it goes to say that that's just billionaires and having an argument. Suing people in court is like just having a casual argument amongst rich people. You know what I'm saying? So we have no idea what that's about, because the Knicks still made a trade. They still traded RJ and IQ to Toronto, but we ended up getting OG Anunoby. Shout out to Almighty. What's the name? Almighty. What the fuck is Almighty's name? Well, his name is Almighty. Okay, shout out to Almighty. He's one of our regulars here in the chat. Shout out to Almighty. I don't see him in here yet. But he's been annoying me in the chat, talking about, yo, man, we need to get OG Anunoby. I'm like, how the fuck are we gonna get him? And we're not gonna get him because of the lawsuit and because of whatever the fuck, Masai Ujiri is not gonna trade with the Knicks, that type of thing. But we traded with them. You know what I'm saying? We got OG. We might have overspent at first initial report, but then you add to it Precious Achiuwa. I've been a fan of him for a while, man. Back when he was in high school, because he was supposed to team up with Cole Anthony and play in St. John's, but they never did that, which they probably should have. That would have been electric. But Precious ended up going to Memphis, and Cole ended up doing what he did. He went to North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But it is with that. But Precious Achiuwa is a guy that's not necessarily a star or anything like that. But what he is a solid backup 4. He's a solid backup 4. If Julius Randle, God forbid, gets hurt, because we take it for granted that motherfucker plays every game. So if Julius Randle gets hurt, now you can start Precious Achiuwa and might not even lose a step as far as when it comes to power forward duties out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's incredible there with Precious. And Precious allows you to play power forward, and then Julius can slide to the center. We did that last night. Julius slid to the center for a little while. So with Precious out there, this is what we can do. Shout out to Fournier. Fournier's out there playing basketball. He's chasing, playing defense here. So I'm going to get into the play-by-play in a second, man. But I just, like I said, I won't be able to do a dedicated pod for this, so I got to get these bars off now. The Knicks and the Pacers, the Pacers haven't scored in a little while. The Knicks are chipping away back to tie it up here. But as you can see, we got Fournier off the bench. We got Deuce McBride. So we got players that can fill in. So goodbye, RJ, and goodbye, Quickley. We got Deuce right now, and we got Fournier to fill in the spot. So I mean, it's not going to be much different, because it's not like RJ has been cooking on defense, and it's not like RJ's been scoring like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Fournier could come out tonight and get 20 points tonight, and it will be just like RJ was here. This guy Deuce McBride could come in and get some quick offense off the bench for us, the same way that IQ does it. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be the same thing. Okay, so they have this. They have it on the screen here. I wish I could screenshot this. This is excellent. This graphic here. But the key for this is Malachi Flynn. I think Malachi Flynn is the same thing like Precious. Precious is a spot starter. If we need him to start, he can. If God forbid something happens to Brunson, because Brunson plays every damn game. If something happens to Brunson, then we can slide Malachi Flynn up in there to be the point guard, and he can hold us down, because he's done it for Toronto. He started for Toronto and actually played pretty well, and he's bust our ass plenty of times. And I've seen Malachi Flynn have great games in the NBA. So I mean, we have enough players, we have enough talent to take up what we lost with those guys. You know what I'm saying? But this trade, it gets rid of some of the guard glut. It pushes somebody else up into the rotation. It gives us a solid power forward off the bench. They can also play some three, a little bit of five as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I think we got better. As far as OG, I'm not gonna lie and say, oh my God, OG's so great, because the last time we played him, I thought he was trash. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with OG is that you don't need to run plays for him. He just knows how to play. He knows when to drive. He knows when to get in there for steals. He's up there with the steal leaders. He led the league in steals last year, I believe. He could shoot 43% in the corner for three. RJ, quote unquote, could shoot the corner three like that. The last 5 games, RJ's been playing like pure shit. Like last night I was critiquing his jump shot. If you look at RJ's jump shot in the last game, like I was trying to show you guys how he was shooting it, from my seat here, and his shot is broken. I don't know what's up with RJ. 5 years in the NBA, this is his 5th season. So like I said, I am so happy that I do not have to talk about that dude anymore. Unless you guys want to talk about it later on in the game here, for those that come in towards the end and want to talk about some stuff. If you guys want to talk about this at the end of the game, then I'll be more than happy to do that. But I'm not going to talk about RJ anymore. I'm not talking about IQ anymore neither, because IQ is erratic. IQ is erratic, man. When he's hot, he's hot. Thank God we need him to score, because we have nobody that can score. You know what I'm saying? But if he's not scoring, he doesn't bring us anything. He's not a good he doesn't set up the offense good. You know what I'm saying? He's not tough. He could play defense. I'm not going to totally shit on him. But when he gets hot, he's definitely can help us, man, And he could play defense. Like I said, he helps out with rebounding and stuff like that. But we got guys that can do that, bro. We got guys like Deuce and these guys that are tough too. They can come in there and they can definitely play. You know what I'm saying? And bring what certain guys are missing. So it's nothing that's going to be so out of our control here with these guys. So here comes Deuce pushing the ball up the court. He thought about letting it go. So he's looking forward to set it up here. Knicks are calling a timeout. Tom Thibodeau's walking the ball down. So no matter who's out there, Tom Thibodeau's always pissed. Never having a good time out there. I just don't understand him. Listen, man, I'm really enjoying this StreamYard, man, because I feel like StreamYard makes me look really good, man. The camera angle's a little bit different, because the camera angle was a little bit higher before. Like I said, I got a new desk, so I'm just leaving it to see how it is. I enjoy the colors. I like the way the blacks look with the blues here. My hat's getting a little dusty sitting up there in the spot that I have it in. So I'm gonna have to get up there and clean my hat. It's a little bit too dusty where I got it. But everything looks good, man. But that's my thought process here with the with RJ and IQ. I will not miss them. You know, they were a thorn. They have been a thorn in my side ever since they became Knicks. Of course, these guys they had their times where they absolutely helped us out. It was, you know, they brought us some good memories. You know, RJ played well in the playoffs, man, definitely. But he played like shit against Miami, so I don't know what else to say. You know, like I said, IQ was invisible in the playoffs. You know, so you know, it is what it is there, man. These guys gave us a little bit of you know, thrills and stuff the last couple years, but now it's time to move on, fam. You know, and the next thing that we move on from here, it'll be the next trade. You know, so one date that I haven't been able to get. Yeah, I've been talking about it all day, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. But January 20th, we literally play Toronto again. You know, so we get a chance to see RJ in another uniform on the other side. So it's gonna be emotional. They will be in MSG. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure fans already got out there and sold that game out already. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's an interesting game. If you can get tickets right now, like I said, I didn't even look at it myself, and I'm hoping one of my boys bought tickets. Shout out to Generation JL. He said he was gonna look at it. I don't know if he had a chance to look, but if guys get tickets, man, I'm definitely down for that. If any of my Knicks affiliates out there or any of you guys, whatever, got some tickets, man, it would be so dope to go out there for that game because you get out there to talk with them other fans that are RJ lovers and this, that, and the other, and get out there and then just enjoy the game. If even if we don't do that, it would be really nice to get together somewhere and see that game together with some Knicks fans. So that's something to think about. You know, I'm quite sure other fan bases are gonna, you know, other content creators might try to get something together for that game. Shout out to Anthony MSG. I'm quite sure that he might try to get that game together. That would be dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knicks fan TV too. I know they do get-togethers and stuff too. Shout out to nothing but Knicks. I will see if Sim is available on January 20th that he can come up and host a pod. That'll be interesting. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is how we giving up here. So this is the last. I'm not going to talk about it unless you guys bring it up. You know, unless you guys bring it up. You know, this is the last time I'm going to talk about these guys. So let's get into this game here. This is the end of this. We about midway through the second quarter, man. And I'm excited. I'm happy that I have my team back. You know, this is not the RJ Barrett team here. You know, we got rid of Kevin Knox. We got rid of, Frank Ntilikina, got rid of whatever we need to get rid of. Now we got rid of look at Fournier with a 3-point shot. So we get rid of RJ now and IQ. And we got rid of Obi too. That's another guy. Oh man, Obi needs to get more minutes. Meanwhile, what the fuck is Obi doing today? I think Obi just came in for the first time, right, in this game. So like I said, I gotta get these stats and stuff together so I could take a look. Let's do this ESPN stuff like that because I've been liking that. For some reason, the ESPN. Oh wow, big shot there by this guy here from Indiana here. So let's get the ESPN scoreboard here, just so I can have a reference when it comes to box scores. I could just do that live instead of doing off screen. So let's get this together. Yeah. So I mean, things don't never click the way you want it to, man. It's so annoying. So let me minimize this a little bit. This is from the last game when we played on ESPN. Yeah, so everything looks good there. So let's get this box score popping. So we literally midway right now. So we're at the seven. I'm at the 6:43 mark right now, guys. So let's get the box score popping here. Uh, Good pass there. Fournier to Hartenstein over to Julius. Clears out now. Sets a screen there. Hartenstein got into Julius's way, but Hartenstein knows how to move, man. He knows how to get out the way. Taps it back to Jericho. Not Jericho. Deuce McBride and finds Julius with a nice cut. So guys could play. This guy, McBride, this McBride is a decent basketball player. He's not the greatest, but he's decent though. You know, it looked like he put some conditioner in his hair, looking bouncy today. Good pass there. Good open look to get that pass to Julius on the cut. Yeah, man. So I'm not feeling Indiana's jerseys. I'm not feeling their court. You know what I'm saying? They just, whatever, man. They're trying to appeal to the young crowd. They're getting a lot of points up. They have a lot of no names, man. Look at Obi Toppin driving on Julius, almost went out of bounds because he's garbage. Inside pass stolen by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's pushing the ball up the court. Look at this, like a point guard. Turns around, finds Brunson over the top, up and under, and he gets fouled there. So Brunson knows how to do it, man. Brunson knows he had no shot at a clean shot. So he turned his body and knew he was going to get hit in the back and took the hit to the back. Pause. And now here, this is what's happening here. So let's get the scoreboard popping on the right hand side of me here, so you guys can see that. And then if I go to the stats and stuff, I'll be able to pull it up here. So while we got some free throws happening here with Brunson, let's take a look at the scoreboard here. Randall got 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Hartenstein got 0 points, but he's doing everything else. 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block. Hartenstein's incredible, man. 7 points for Brunson, and only 1 assist, nothing else happening. He got 8 points now, just hit a free throw. Josh Hart with 7 points, 8 rebounds as a starter. So who the fuck needs RJ? You know what I'm saying? We have guys that can fill in the spot. DiVincenzo, 8 points, 2 for 3 on the 3 point line. 2 steals, 2 rebounds. We got guys that can fill in. Shout out to Taj Gibson, came in there, give us a little bit of minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds. With Precious Achiuwa on the roster now, Taj Gibson can now he could just sit on the bench and be that coach, be that support guy. God forbid if we need him again. But with Precious back, with Precious as a Knick right now, but we probably won't see Taj Gibson anymore. Deuce McBride is coming in there. He's a live body, plays good defense, can hit the three wide open, could finish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fournier. He had 2 threes here, 2 for 6. You know what I'm saying? So he contributes to the game here. He goes Obi with a nice little pump fake over to Hartenstein. He charges. I think he just kicked Hartenstein in the head, but he was able to finish there. So let's see what Obi's giving up here. That's Obi's first bucket, I believe. 2 rebounds, one assist, 2 points. You notice Obi's coming off the bench, right? So everybody that wants Obi Toppin to be this all-world beater here, he's not that guy. He's not. He never was. But Obi, the Indiana Pacers gave him a chance to be a starter, and he got benched. So it is what it is, man. Let's get back to the scoreboard. Let's get into some NBA action here. I see you guys, man. I know you saw you guys commenting and laughing and stuff like that, talking amongst yourselves. I get to you guys at the next break, and then we'll devote, like I said, we'll devote the whole halftime show to the conversation, and just the rest of the game here too. They got Julius Randle against Obi. Super easy, man. He's just pushing him off the spot. Obi Toppin literally just pushed him with 2 hands. He did block the shot, but Obi Toppin literally had to put 2 hands on him to stop him. Referees didn't call anything. But, it doesn't matter. Julius Randle's still able to finish nice and strong, pushing Obi out the spot. So he goes Nemhard. He's a good basketball player. Wow, good tip out by Hartenstein. DiVincenzo with a good change in direction there, but he lost the ball. So, good change of direction. You saw him throw the ball here, kind of like on the side, like threw his ball like this, just to get the ball in front of him. He's a good basketball player, but is he a starting caliber basketball player? No. So that's the next move, guys. So we'll talk about that, as the podcast goes on. 4 minutes and 39 seconds, man. We got 49-46. Let's get into some play-by-play. We got Nemhard bringing the ball up the court. Being guarded by Brunson, takes a screen all the way to the basket. Deuce McBride stops the ball. He got him on the switch. Deuce McBride got caught up in the air there. I don't know if Nemhard got caught with 2 extra steps there, but he missed the shot anyway. Doesn't matter. Deuce McBride fakes the shot, looking to drive, kicks it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking for Julius Randle drive there, but Deuce McBride trying to give Obi trying to get Julius Randle the ball. Excuse me. He gets rid of Obi. Brunson fires an open 3 off a pass from DiVincenzo. So that's a 3. Very good. Hartenstein was looking for Julius to get the spin baseline, but Julius wanted to punish Obi one-on-one there. So Obi Toppin a little bit overzealous there. Julius not paying attention to Obi. He ended up getting a 3-point shot. But as you see, Obi tried to do the little thing here. He tried to do the little thing. So whatever. I like Obi Toppin's hair. It looks good. He's been rocking braids with the shaved sides. It's cute. Looking cute. Looking like he gets no. DiVincenzo over to Hartenstein, trying to give Julius the ball. So Julius said, you know what? I'm going to punish Obi Toppin. Bump, comes on the inside, trying to finish on him. Deuce McBride shoots a shot in the corner there. Ends up being out of bounds for Indiana. But, Deuce McBride hasn't played, so he's a little bit rusty. But look at Julius. Julius said, give me the ball, man. I'm going to fucking punish Obi Toppin. Brunson. So see how Brunson gets the ball at the end of a 3-point shot? That's what we should have been doing the last game. Instead, Tom Thibodeau said, let's let Brunson keep attacking the basket and let's not even try to get him any 3-point shots off the swing. just to save him, and then just trying to take advantage of the other things he brings to the table. But Tom Thibodeau said, you know what, he's not getting fouls. You know what, let's keep forcing Brunson to take it inside by himself. So Hartenstein hurt himself again. Damn, he's bleeding again. He's bleeding again. I mean, Hartenstein is getting beat down every single game, man. Like Julius said, damn, man, you all right, bro? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, this motherfucker, he got another cut here. I mean, Hartenstein is giving everything, man. Like you want to talk about guys sacrificing their bodies and playing extremely hard, guys that deserve to wear that jersey. Hartenstein is one of them, man. Look at that cut and the blood everywhere, man, just everywhere. These guys, that like I know this. People forget that there's AIDS. I still see these trainers taking care of blood without gloves and stuff like this is the 80s. Like, what is going on here? Like the trainer, I don't even think he had gloves on just now, and he's like treating Hartenstein's cut there. So I don't know if they cauterized it or what the fuck they did just now, because that it's not like he put a band-aid on it. All he did was put pressure on it. They didn't even wipe up the blood that's there, and he's still dripping. So I don't know, man. Jericho Sims is on the bench, but they said that he's not ready to play yet. So I can't hear what they're saying. But that's the gist of it there. He's been practicing, but he's not ready to play yet. So anyway, they got Halliburton here being guarded by Deuce. Deuce fights through the screen there. Hartenstein was right there helping him. Halliburton gets a shot up on the rim. Obi Toppin jumped in the air, tried to get the superstar dunk. That's why he's off the bench, man. So Julius on the inside, good pass inside to Hartenstein. Good block by Obi Toppin there. Obi Toppin slaps in and saves the ball there. So 2 blocks by Obi Toppin here. You got Halliburton, jab, got eyes behind his head. He found Walker in the corner there, or whoever that is, for Nemhard for a 3 in the corner there. So anyway, got DiVincenzo. So I don't think that was Walker. I think that's the dude that they got from the Celtics. Let me get Money's name. Oh, let me get Money's name. That's Naismith. So Naismith with a good pass there. Here goes DiVincenzo to match 3 for 3. Bang in the corner. 3 for 3 there. Back-to-back threes for Indiana and the Knicks. Here comes Halliburton pushing the tempo. He got eyes behind his head because he saw Nemhard cut, but it gets it out to I can't get this guy's name for nothing. He goes Nemhard again on the inside. He's gonna get fouled here. So that's Naismith there. Naismith, So I mean, they got a ragtag group of guys there. Like I said, they got guys like Nemhard, who has like the craziest name ever, man. So let's take a look at their starting five. They got Jalen Smith there. He came from Phoenix. You got Naismith came from Boston. They still got Miles Turner there. They got Nemhard there. He's like a point guard. They got him playing shooting guard kind of. Halliburton is doing everything. Halliburton got 10 assists already, man. Is that a typo? He got 10 assists already. So, everything is through the point guard with this team. So, I mean, look at Obi Toppin's. Is that his mom's? Yeah, that's his mom's, I believe. Yeah, I think that's Obi Toppin's mom's. So the young lady there, I'm not sure if that's Obi Toppin's lady, because I think Obi Toppin's lady looks like his mom's. Or that could be his wife. I'm not even sure. Who cares? I'm just saying that's the Obi Toppin family there. Brunson being guarded by Nemhard. Julius is in his way. Julius gets out of his way. So Brunson is posting up. DiVincenzo tried to cut. Oh man, DiVincenzo right in there for the tip, man. So I mean, DiVincenzo's so good, man. But like he's not a starter. He's not a starter. He can contribute in that spot because he knows how to play. He got 13 points tonight. You see it on the screen. He contributes to the game so much. He's a good defender. But the Knicks need that one extra trade. It's coming. Here goes Nemhard with a 3-point shot. DiVincenzo with it. Heads up. Pass there to Julius. Julius up with the shot. He misses it, but he does get fouled there. So just the sleight of hand, knowing that the shot was missed, DiVincenzo got the rebound and right instinctively turns around and just shoots it up to Julius. Julius is basically doing what Obi Toppin used to do, man. So that's pretty dope, man. So we got to break into action. So let me tell you who the sponsor is for today. The sponsor, the non-sponsor, the no sponsor today, is A&W Zero Sugar Root Beer. So, I mean, I'm not sponsored by these guys, you know what I'm saying? But it would be nice. So a little bit of product placement there. Everybody wonder what I'm drinking. Still not an alcoholic. I'm not drinking anymore like it was before. Like I said, it's been like well, now with this New Year's, it'll be a legit 2 years that I haven't really drank so much. I can count. I think I might have drank 5 times this year. Counting my my wedding anniversary. That's when I broke my sobriety. So I will drink something tomorrow just to celebrate with the wife and stuff. So something that my sister bought me, and I'm gonna crack it open after like 3 years, and we'll share that. There goes the Knicks with good defense, and Nemhard with a good fake, two good fakes, being a little bit too cute, trying to fake the Knicks out. But DiVincenzo, like I said, he's like a cat, gets the steal. Josh Hart gets it. Julius ends up getting to the foul line there, but brings the ball back out there. So him going in between the legs there, step back 3-point shot, not the best idea. But here goes Halliburton with the heads up, eyes behind his head, man, able to find Miles Turner there for a nice little layup. Halliburton, he legit has 11 assists right now. That is incredible. Brunson comes across the screen, looking to give Hartenstein a shot. Up and over. Brunson with the shot, but he gets the foul. Interesting, interesting. So let's get the scoreboard back up here so everybody can see it while I'm talking. Good stuff, man. A little bit of lagging today. Shout out to NBA.com. I think between them and the ESPN page that I have up there is causing a little bit of lag today. Not really, but yeah, man. I know I'm thirsty to talk to you guys, man. We haven't really had a break in the action yet, but halftime is coming. Are we at the 49-second mark? Yeah, 49 seconds. So halftime is coming, man. I'm gonna dedicate this halftime show to you guys. So I mean, a little bit of lag right now, guys. A little bit of a lag. That's concerning me a little bit. So I might have to go small. Pause. Might have to go small again. Start this back up. See if that works. So I might have to go small again. But right now, everything is working beautifully with this with the browser. Halliburton got the ball again, man. So I mean, Halliburton is a good point guard, man. If you don't talk about traditional point guard that all the offense comes through him. With the spacing and the ability not that the defense can't touch you. A passer like Halliburton is going to work. He's just going to be able to get his stats. Just now, he's able to get his 3-point shot off. I mean, his shot is disgusting, man. But it doesn't matter. As you know, Reggie Miller has. Oh my God! As I'm talking there, you want to talk about pass there? Brunson with the sleight of hand finds the cutting DiVincenzo to the basket. So there's the needle, and DiVincenzo's able to catch the ball and get up and dunk it with two hands. So yeah, man. So like I said, are you missing RJ tonight, guys? Just let me know. Let me know if you're missing RJ. Is anybody missing Mitchell Robinson at the moment? Has anybody ever missed him? You know what I'm saying? The last game, people had the nerve to say, "Oh, if you had Mitchell Robinson." I think some of you guys that are in the chat here today said that. Yeah, said that the last game. If you had Mitchell Robinson, you know, are we missing IQ at the moment? Because usually Tom Thibodeau puts IQ in with like a minute left in the first quarter or something like that. So right now, 64-62, the Indiana Pacers puts up a lot of shots, man. They push the ball, they score the ball, and Halliburton is incredible with the assists and stuff. But the Knicks are right here, and we're shorthanded, right? We're quote unquote shorthanded. It's unbelievable. So anyway, we're at the halftime show now, guys. So let's get into some so let's devote this conversation to you guys. Let me say what's up to everybody that's in here. We got Pudge is in here. I see you. You guys, I shout out you guys during the intro. Definitely salute to Rob Bracy. You got Geraldine, man. Happy New Year's, man. New Year's is not quite yet. Right now, we got one more day for New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and then we got New Year's, man. So it's a lot, as you know, there's a lot to discuss here, man. I gave you guys my opinion. Like I said, I just don't care. I just don't care about RJ and IQ. I haven't cared about them in a long time, man. Just the way that RJ runs up and down the court, like every bone in his body is hurting. The way I got into arguments with guys online about RJ jumping from the dotted line as if he's on LeBron James. He can't jump. He doesn't have that ability to jump off the ground and explode like that. And he keeps thinking that he does. He's like Theo Pinson said, he's irrationally confident, man. So, this keeps scrolling here. We got Jackal here. And shocking. It was absolutely shocking. Because it's my wife's birthday and stuff, so I planned on not doing any content today. So that always happens. Whenever I plan on not doing any content, or I say, you know what, let me put my phone down. I'm like driving myself crazy. As soon as I put it down, that's when all the trades happen. So, Jesus Christ. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to John. Look at John. John with the Still Knicks. Good to see you, man. I mean, I've been seeing Ron. I haven't seen John in a while. So hope everything is doing good. I know you got stuff going on with your family and stuff going on with work. It's very hard during the fiscal year right now, during the holiday times and stuff, man. So I know you got things going on. But good to see you in the chat, man. Yeah. Fuck the Pacers. You know how I like to give it up. Yeah, thank you for the happy birthday wishes for Miss Eru. Yeah, she had a good day today. Like I said, right now she just wants to relax. The kids have been acting up. They've been on one lately. Today, my little guy, I heard him tell his bigger brother, say, "Yeah, your dad is not gonna do nothing." Like, oh yeah. So I mean, like, I'm really trying not to ruin their vacation and stuff like that. But they're gonna definitely get theirs, man, soon, sooner or later. So I mean, I think State is impossible for State to burn out because he's in Ghana right now. He's on vacation in Ghana for the New Year's, and he's online talking all day to us. So I mean, he's bugged out. I had to get some more drink there. Yeah, Kareem, the wife let me come on, man. So we was there talking. We just came from eating and stuff. We was hanging out. Um, she picked up some stuff for the crib. We're always thinking about us. She stopped at Target. She got whatever she needed to get and stuff. And then, now we got the kids in the house. I told the kids to get ready for bed. It's time to go to bed. So hopefully they're in bed right now. And hopefully my wife is enjoying her peace and quiet in the living room, while I'm over here in my studio doing my thing here. So I mean, she granted me the permission to come on here because she know how important it was for me. So that's my wife in a nutshell, man. She's very selfless. She always lets me do my thing. She doesn't complain about anything that I do. You know what I'm saying? I complain a lot, and she just like deals with it because she knows that I'm full of shit. But my wife is dope, man. So I, definitely appreciate her. I wish I could do more for her, but she has like the worst birthday in the history of mankind. The 30th, like tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So everybody's preparing to party on New Year's Eve. And then we just came from Christmas. So nobody gives a damn about my wife's birthday, man. Everybody, they love my wife, but it's like, oh man, I forgot your birthday was it. Every year you forget? Everybody forgets, but it is what it is. She's dope. I'm glad I found her. So yeah, man. So Pudge said that he found out on Ron's show. So shout out to everybody that was able to broadcast today as it happened. But man, I was losing my shit. My phone had froze on me because so many people were calling me and send me messages at the same time. So I mean, what a day today was, man. This is gonna be like a day that we'll never forget, I think, especially in the near history of the Knicks. This is something that we'll never forget. The day we traded RJ and IQ. So I mean, like this is not a bad thing here, man. I think the Knicks are onto something. I said, we're talking about State, right? State's birthday, all this, that. I was talking about State. I talk about State every podcast. You know what I'm saying? But we used to talk about it, about when the Knicks win the championship. You say, well, we're 3 years away, this, that, and the other. I used to always say, you know what? I think we could win this year. No shit. I thought we could have won. I thought we could have made it to the finals last year. No shit. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't get hurt, I think we could have made it to the finals last year. But this year, if we made the right moves right now, because the Knicks didn't make any moves in the offseason outside of signing DiVincenzo. But if we make the right moves in season, I think we can win a championship this year. By getting OG Anunoby, we definitely clear up that small forward spot. I don't know if you guys agree with that. We solidified the small forward spot. We got that defender, that guy that can shoot the three. He's literally a 3D and 3 and D guy. He when he drives to the basket, he finishes much stronger and much more with much more confidence and much more substance and just finishes like a professional basketball player. So that's gonna like eliminate all the stress that RJ brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? And then plus on defense, that Anunoby gives it up on defense. He plays similar to DiVincenzo. So we'll see. We'll get a chance to see him every day. Like I say, he's not going to give us 20 points per game. I don't think. So we'll see. And he might come to the Knicks and start playing like that. But he's not a big time scorer. But he definitely solidifies that small forward spot for us, man. And he's going to be the small forward locked in that spot. Hopefully, for the remainder of this era. So I mean, now we just got to figure out what's going to happen with that two guard spot starting, because off the bench we got our guys off the bench. When the smoke clears, we'll have our guys. So I'm so excited about it, man. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about the future of the Knicks, man. I can't wait to talk about these guys once we get back to full strength. Hey, man. So shout out to Ron and John. So definitely a happy birthday to my wife. Absolutely appreciate you, man. Definitely. Let's keep scrolling here. I see Knicks Nation, man. I'm looking for your guys' comments and stuff here. He said, salute to Ero, happy holidays, family, Nick Nation. We are worse today because 34 points, 34 points have left. Okay, so he says, well, we got OG with defense. We have Grimes and Deuce to help OG with that points deficit. So you say we lost 34 points. So that's between RJ and IQ, right? But we didn't lose the points if we got OG, right? So I mean, no telling what OG could bring. OG might, because literally right now, RJ's point total is 18 points per game. But lately he's not been averaging 18 points per game. He's been averaging less than that. You know what I'm saying? His points per game has been gone down ever since he came back from that from the what do you call the migraines? You know what I'm saying? So RJ is literally like a 16 point a game player right now. So that's right on what OG Alunomi was bringing. So I think OG is and RJ is basically a clean sweep there, between those two players. As far as points, we added Precious and then we added Malachi Flynn. So off the bench there, we added a power forward that this team needed. You know what I'm saying? He's still going to score. I think Precious averaged 7 points. He probably do the same thing here. Shout out to Malachi Flynn. Not really getting a lot of minutes over there because they got Schroeder and they got a couple other guys on that squad that can play. You know what I'm saying? But right now, Malachi Flynn has a good opportunity to be the backup point guard. You got Deuce. Deuce is there, so Deuce is going to contribute off the bench as well. So I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like because I think enough for nothing. Knicks Nation 112. I think this is kind of like a negative way to look at it. So, oh, we lost 34 points, but not really. Because I think, like I said, OG and RJ are basically a wash if you want to talk about points and stuff like that, right? But look at how much stuff that we gained by getting him. But like I said, Precious is going to contribute, to the squad, and Malachi Flynn, if Tom Thibodeau chooses to use him, will be he'll be contributing as well. He could shoot the three, he could pass, he could do everything coming off the bench, man. So if he could find a rhythm being a backup point guard to Brunson, I think the trade is gonna pay for itself, man. The beautiful thing about it is that you said we have Grimes and Deuce and stuff, but we possibly could trade Deuce. We possibly could trade Grimes and Fournier and stuff like that to get that extra player because we still want to get the extra guy. I think we could still get a guy like DeRozan to help us out. I would love to get DeRozan. I know that everybody wants Donovan Mitchell, but I just don't think we have the firepower for Donovan Mitchell. Unless the Cleveland Cavaliers say, you know what, we're gonna go young, we're gonna trade Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks where he wants to go, but Knicks, you got to give us all 8 of your future draft picks. Look at Patrick Beverly. I think Patrick Beverly is the biggest fraud in basketball as far as tough guy, fake tough guy. You know, man. So anyway, let's keep scrolling here. Satisfaction is a word. So satisfaction. I'm glad the Knicks made some kind of move. Yeah, man. I mean, there's the satisfaction, like the relief, satisfaction, relief. I mean, I feel all of that with this trade. I just think it's the best thing. I think, you know, like I said, they have a lot of memories with the kid. Shedding tears with him when he got drafted. We had high hopes for him, but he never materialized to be that player that anybody expected him to be. You know what I'm saying? If he goes to Toronto, he might do it. But let me throw something at you guys here when it comes to RJ. Like what position is RJ? When RJ first started, when we had Fizdale had him playing point guard to start his NBA career, if you guys remember. What's this guy? Trier? Trier was starting in the backcourt with him in his first ever NBA game. But I thought they had Trier as the point guard, but no, they wanted RJ to be the point guard. So RJ started his career as the point guard for like the first 5 games of his career. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, fast forward to now, he's playing small forward now. He was playing two guard before, with the Knicks. In FIBA, he was playing power forward. You know what I'm saying? In FIBA, he was playing power forward. His best minutes as a Knick is coming off the bench playing power forward. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. Just look at listen to what I just said. I didn't make it up. I know you guys watch the same games we watch. RJ's best minutes is when he comes off the bench with the bench unit as the power forward. He played his best basketball in the summertime in FIBA as the starting power forward. But guys, this guy Scott Perry, I respect Scott Perry. Scott Perry said he always saw RJ as a shooting guard. So look at all these different looks. And FIBA play with the national team, they thought RJ was a power forward. Scott Perry, who just left the Knicks, he thinks that RJ is a two guard. Tom Thibodeau and our Knicks thinks that RJ is a small forward. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Fizdale with his crazy ass thought he was a point guard. So I mean, what are we talking about here? So I mean, like I just think it's a good thing that we just got rid of this dude, man. Much respect to him. He's in Toronto. What a great opportunity for him. He's basically Captain Canada over there. So him going to Canada is gonna help him so tremendously. It's going to give him power. He's going to be back on his Canadian soil. He's going to have his friends and family there. You know what I'm saying? He'll be close to the national team. He'll be able to give back to the community that he came from. So great. It's a great opportunity for him. IQ, on the other hand, too, he's going to get an opportunity to show what he can do. We'll see what Toronto does. Let's see if Toronto allows him to be the starter over there, or they just have him coming off the bench. We'll see how that works. But it's a good opportunity for them, man. But outside of that, with the Knicks there, I'm glad. I'm good with what we got, man. I'm glad. I think we can handle it. I think we don't miss anything, to tell you the truth, man. This is my opinion. I'm not getting on you, Knicks Nation. Everybody has their opinion, but that's my opinion, on the thing. So shout out to Mepster. Mepster always has something good to say here. So good conversation. So the reason why this trade happened was because of the Mitch injury. Okay, and fixing the front court defense for Hartenstein. Now he gets help with Anunoby and Precious. Their front court defense improves. So I mean, losing Mitchell Robinson, even if we had Mitchell Robinson with Hartenstein coming off the bench, we still needed to help. We still needed to improve the defense, because it's not like Mitchell Robinson was locking down 5 positions by himself. A lot of times Mitchell Robinson will get caught on the switch, and now he's on the perimeter, and there's nobody on the inside to help out on defense with any size. So we needed to get OB there. I mean, OG. We needed to get OG here. And we needed to get Precious here because we have no backup power forward. Nobody. Like literally, they thought that Josh Hart was going to be enough to be the backup power forward on this team. So I mean that's ridiculous. That's that thought process entering the season was ridiculous. So I'm glad they fixed it. So like I said, I don't think it's because of Mitchell Robinson's injury. Regardless of Mitchell Robinson's injury, we still needed to solidify that small forward spot. As far as cleaning up the defense and getting more big on the inside. A little bit more powerful on the inside. OG is gonna. OG's not more powerful or anything like that, but the one thing about it is that OG is going to give you 7 rebounds. RJ's rebounding is down this year for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So with OG here, we're going to get better rebounding wise. So that's, like I said, double downing on the rebounds. That's incredible. We definitely need that. OG definitely is good with steals. He's a big time steals guy. So I mean, he's definitely good. I mean, come on, man. Like what can you say? And then as far as shooting the 3, he's been doing that for years now. RJ's been so inconsistent with it, but this guy OG's been shooting high percentage from the 3s for his whole career. So he'll be able to do that. He's a professional the way that he plays. So, I think he's going to add that. He's going to add some professionalism to the squad. I think that's it right there with our guy. With our new guy, OG. And Precious, like I said, if anybody watched Precious with Toronto, he's a tough dude coming off the bench. He gave us problems the last 2 games when we played against Toronto. So we got a chance to see what he brings to the table there. So, he's a big man. He knows how to be a big man. So listen, that's what we need on this team. So like I said, I don't think it's because of the Mitchell Robinson injury. I just think this is things that we needed to fix. And if Mitchell Robinson was healthy, imagine us getting OG with Precious off the bench, with Mitchell Robinson here. The defense will be even more impenetrable, and our rebounding will be even better with OG there. So I just think it's a great trade overall, man. So we're about to get back into basketball here. So Indiana Pacers are bringing the ball to the court. We got Nembhard coming down here. I'll get to your comments. I'd love to get you guys feedbacks there. So anyway, right off the bat, the Indiana gets a turnover. So the Knicks are going to get first dibs here now to try to score. So back to Knicks Nation. Great trade for us. Yeah, great trade. IQ and RJ. IQ, we get a chance to start. RJ returns home. Yeah, man, it's good stuff, man. It's a good feel. So it's not like we disregarded them. It's not like we hate it on RJ. We hate IQ so bad. We can't wait to get him off the team. Nah, man, I'm about what's on the front of the jersey, not the back, man. We gotta get this Knicks team better. As Julius Randle is like, yo, look at Julius Randle, man. These guys can't guard me, man. He's, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. So it go more Melpster here. So I mean, this guy. I mean, the Indiana coach runs on the court here. He's going to get a technical foul. Is he going to get ejected? So he might get ejected. I don't know what's happening. It's like a Julius against Jalen Smith there. Jalen Smith is a big dude. Look at that. I mean, he's trying to push off. He's grabbing him, and then he's going to flop and fall to the ground there. And then the coach has got the nerve to argue about that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you're going to do what you're going to do to try to change the momentum of the game here. Yeah, but I don't know. Jim Curry got to figure it out, man. I don't know what's up with Jim Curry over there with the Indiana. So look at that. Jalen, I mean, the referee is watching it. You know what I'm saying? So the referee is seeing the kung fu fight, and he didn't call that. But then he got the nerve to get mad about him falling on the floor, like Julius Randle threw him to the floor. I don't know. And this is like a daily post here with Pudge that Josh is stealing money. And Josh is a good player, man. And right now, I think he might have like 9 rebounds right now, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I checked, he had 8. Brunson kicks it out to Julius, so Julius is confident, man. He just shot the three, a little off the front of the rim there. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton is cooking, man. Oh man, he stops and pops for 3. Not the best shot there. Look at Hartenstein driving there. So it's going to be a loose ball foul on Indiana. So I'm just looking at a team full of inexperienced players in Indiana. They've been winning though. It's really due to their offense. They're really scoring a lot of points. But if you look who's on their squad, there's a lot of inexperience out there. Nemhard has no experience. You got Jalen Smith with no experience. You got this guy um Naismith has no experience. So I mean, look at that squad. It's not like we're playing against an all world team here. DiVincenzo hits another three, man. 18 points. Here goes Who's that there? I think that's Naismith again for a 3-point shot. Josh Hart all the way to the basket. He misses that layup up. He's asking for a foul. Here goes Hartenstein. Halliburton there. Transition 3-point shot to Jalen Smith. So Jalen Smith hits a 3-point shot. He's an interesting player. Josh Hart all the way to the basket again. He gets mauled. No foul call there. He's got to make those layups though, man. He's getting the opportunities. He goes Halliburton, eyes behind his head there. Naismith again with another 3-point shot. No good. Knicks fighting. Brunson fighting. Ends up with Halliburton. Halliburton's always got his head up looking. Gets it back over to Nemhard. Nemhard's looking too. Gives it to Miles Turner. That's going to be good. Wide open 3-point shot. He knocks it down. So 73-68. Tom Thibodeau needs to call a timeout. 2 back-to-back unanswered points there by the Knicks. By Indiana. That's going to trigger a timeout, man. So excellent situation here by the Knicks. So put the scoreboard back up here so you guys can see. Yeah, so I'll drop this here. So put this here so have something to look at. I definitely got to clean up this desk, man. I got so much stuff here. I got my phone here. I still got my what do you call it, case for my headphones here. I got all kind of like empty cans of soda over there, man. So this is crazy. I got a bowl. I don't know if you guys noticed, man. This bowl has been here for like 3 or 4 podcasts already, man. So I definitely got to do some cleaning around here. So yeah, yeah. Let's not finish what you guys were talking about here. So where's Pudge at? Pudge said is that Johnson's stealing money. So back to Melpster here. So I know Melpster always got something to say, good stuff to say. It's worse for the Knicks if they let IQ walk in free agency. Yep. So look at the Raptors. I was at a Raptors live stream, and they still dwelling on how they didn't trade for Van Fleet. They let him walk for nothing. Yeah. So that's an interesting thing there. So the Knicks definitely had to do something with IQ. We didn't sign him for a reason, because we need to have the flexibility to make a trade like this. If we signed IQ, we wouldn't have been able to trade him. I think that extension, if we signed him, it would have been too late, and then we wouldn't be able to trade him until after the trade deadline. So that wouldn't have been a good idea for the Knicks. But now, as hindsight is 2020, now we traded RJ for Christ's sake. Wow, man! And then we traded IQ along for the ride there to get the players that we got. So hindsight is 2020, but right now I'm just happy with what's going on with the Knicks, man. I just think that the addition and subtractions are just definitely going to help this team. I think there's nothing else more I can say about that, man. It's really good. But if for the Toronto Raptors, I think they could they definitely could feel happy about this trade. They could probably talk their shit on their end that they fleeced the Knicks. Because like I said, OG Anunoby is not the greatest offensive player or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Even on defense, he's a good defender, but you know what I'm saying? Them getting RJ and IQ, they got to be happy about that. Because they got rid of because Precious Achiuwa and Macaulay Flynn for IQ, because IQ is a bench player. IQ comes off the bench, so trading those 2 players for IQ, that's a decent haul. And then straight 1-for-1 OG for RJ, that's a good trade as well. So it's a fair trade. But they can actually feel proud about it too by getting 2 good players on their squad. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes had issues with RJ, running off in the mouth and stuff. So now they're teammates. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love basketball, man. I just want this. I want everybody to be in positions and different teams and stuff like that. So everybody has a good shot at it. Everybody could just give us a good product out here. So we don't have these crazy games where all these ragtag there's gonna be teams around the league put together here. So here goes Naismith here dribbling against DiVincenzo. He doesn't know what he's doing there. He gets the ball inside to Miles Turner. Miles Turner wasn't able to finish there. He got DiVincenzo there. DiVincenzo's doing everything tonight. DiVincenzo's bringing the ball up the court, looking, gives it over to Julius. Slides out to give him support on the right hand side. Julius passes to DiVincenzo. Hey, he launches it right away. Man, he knocks it down. Unbelievable shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo is on one tonight, man. He's definitely playing some great basketball. 21 points right now. He's 5 for 6 from 3, but that's not all he's bringing out there. Look at the defense. Good shot by Nemhard, but good defense by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo doesn't stop. He really reminds me of John Starks, man. Without the volatility. John Starks was too volatile. But I think DiVincenzo brings a lot of John Starks to the table, man. He goes Brunson, taking up Julius Randle's space here. Julius Randle, look, it's illegal defense all the way here. Julius on the inside, double pumps. He's all by himself there, pumping and dumping, spin on the inside. So they called a shot clock violation. They should have called illegal defense there. I think that was illegal defense. So I don't know what he's yelling at the referee about. But defensive wise, team wise, I thought that was illegal defense. Nemhard got caught in there. Miles Turner got caught a little bit, not guarding anybody. But Julius Randle got 3 guys on him. He has to know to pass the fucking ball. He was Halliburton, faking, looking, always got his head up, gives it to Miles Turner. Miles Turner, super weak, man. I'm glad we didn't trade for Miles Turner, to tell you the truth. Miles Turner, even though he's been scoring a lot lately, the last couple years. He's very soft, man. So he's not the type of player that we need for the style of basketball we're looking to play. Yeah, man. So good stuff, Melster, as always, man. Harlem CEO, my guy. I'm ready. Let's talk about that next move, man. That next move is going to be the killer. What do you guys think about the next move? Like I said, we've been talking about Donovan Mitchell. I don't think we can get Donovan Mitchell with the players we got left. It's possible though. I've been looking at Cleveland. The last game, some of the youngsters scored a lot of points. Some of the new guys coming up. So will they look at their roster and be like, can we win with Donovan Mitchell? What's going to happen here? So should they just trade Donovan Mitchell, go with the youth and stuff that they have there, and then rock with that, without Donovan Mitchell, and then just trade Donovan Mitchell away and get some assets for him, get some cap space, get some draft picks. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are going to have to give a lot of unprotected picks, maybe like next year's unprotected pick probably, and throw some of their protected picks that they got from other teams in the mix too. So maybe 3 first-round picks. The Knicks' own pick unprotected, plus let's say Detroit and Dallas pick. Together, to Cleveland for Fournier and say Grimes for Donovan Mitchell. Would that work? Maybe a 4th first-round pick. I don't care about the first-round picks to tell you the truth. If we get Donovan Mitchell for our scraps, bro, all we doing is giving a bunch of first-round draft picks and cap relief and stuff like that. 79-75. So this Indiana Pacers squad, they're scoring, man. They have good spacing. Halliburton, he finds everybody. He just jumped in the air, though. What did they call? Somebody called something off the ball here. Loose ball foul. They like DiVincenzo got caught on a screen there. So he's arguing with the refs a little bit. These referees, man, they deal with a lot, though. They got to tell you that. But some of these referees are morons, bro. DiVincenzo's still pleading this case. Yeah, but could you imagine us getting Donovan Mitchell for scraps, though? Like I said, it's possible. The Knicks can say, you know what? Fuck it. 4 first-round draft picks. We'll give you 2 of ours, and then we'll give you Detroit and Dallas. Wow. Look at Jalen Smith. Chippy layup. Just blew it, man. So 79-75 here. I feel like the Knicks could win this game, even though we're quote-unquote shorthanded. Look at DiVincenzo. Just launches it, man. He misses it, though. Man, he just as soon as he gets his feet set, man, he just gets his shot off. And then on the other end, he's still jumping in there trying to block shots, man. DiVincenzo is really, really good, bro. Look at Julius on the inside, up and under. Yeah, definitely a bad decision there by Julius there. Julius is arguing with the rest about fouls and then keep making these moves to make the referees call a foul. So it's not really a good strategy. Then we got Halliburton to Miles Turner. Miles Turner just pulls up at the dotted line, misses it. He's soft, man. We got Brunson pushing it up nicely, nice and smooth. We're gonna take a screen from Hartenstein. He just pulls up for three and he knocks it down. Man, he is good, man. That jump shot looks the same every time he lets it go, man. I mean, somebody want to talk about somebody that has the elbow in locked in, just whap every single time. There goes Miles Turner for three. He's soft. He hit another 3-point shot. Knicks can't find any 3-point shooters, man. So maybe I'll get into some halftime type of situation in between the third and fourth quarter. I'll talk about some halftime stats there, just so we can talk about what's happening. Brunson can't get loose there, so this they're calling illegal defense here with Miles Turner. So I feel I mentioned it a couple times already. I think this Indiana team is like so crazy with this illegal defense stuff. They're letting them fly with that. But they're gonna get a foul shot here, technical free throw. So let's scroll down here because I see Melpster still contributing here. He said the second round pick the Knicks gave to the Raptors in the trade, they had to be one of the 2 second-round picks that Indiana gave in the Obi Toppin trade. Yeah, possibly. So we use it for the Obi trade. Okay. And an Obi trade, yep. Yeah, all of these picks don't mean nothing to us, man. Because right now we're in a small pocket of time where we're trying to build. We're trying to build right now to take advantage of the Julius and Brunson era. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's what's happening. So the draft picks don't matter. The immediate draft picks don't matter. When the draft picks matter, it's going to be like 2 to 3 years from now. So I think 2 to 3 years from now, the Knicks are probably going to hold on to picks that we have there. You know what I'm saying? Because we're definitely going to need those going forward, to build up our own squad. But I just think that now, while we're trying to take advantage of this window, I don't care about the draft picks. That whatever draft picks we have this year, and then whatever draft picks we have, like I said, not next year, but the year after. I just don't think I just don't think anything's happening. Look, Obi Toppin and Julius getting a little chippy there. So Obi Toppin is following Julius, whispering something into his ear. But Obi Toppin is definitely hacking and whacking there. Obi Toppin is still sitting there. As you can see, the kung fu fighting that Obi Toppin has there. Look at Obi Toppin talking in Julius's ear. Julius definitely wants to punish Obi Toppin, man. As you can tell, this entire game has really been going at him. Yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell. Listen, Obi Toppin's he's a good rotational player. He's actually playing. I got to give it up to him. He looks a little bigger. He might have put on a little bit of muscle. You know what I'm saying? He looks a little bit bigger, but he's still not big enough to deal with to deal with Julius. So with Julius, somebody taught him some moves there. Every time Julius makes a move, Obi Toppin gets right under his arm. If you notice that, when Julius, let's say doing it like this, right? So when Julius is backing in this way and making this move, Obi Toppin is totally locking in this elbow. Same with the mic, like I'm doing it with the mic. He gets underneath his elbow like this. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. Watch the plays and watch the replays. Watch what I'm talking about. That's what he's. I know you guys see the same thing. That's what he's been doing. So that's what Julius is frustrated about. Absolutely throwing all of his strength into it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's frustrating as an offensive player when a guy is attacking your arm all the time and hurting you. They're absolutely hurting you. But Julius is ready to keep attacking. So we'll see. You think the Knicks are going to do another trade after Obi pick? I think we're set up for it. We definitely set up for it. I'm just curious to know who you guys are thinking about. If you guys are thinking about trades too, it's going to be hard for Knicks to find another player like Quickley, but they're going to have to do is, well, I don't think we need to find another player like Quickley, but we have to do that in the draft somehow. Like I just said, like I said, these comments are a little bit late here. Right now it's they're about almost like 30 minutes. I'm 30 minutes late on these comments here. But as far as Quickley, we don't need to get another Quickley. Like if you want to talk about it, let's say if we make another trade, let's say if we end up trading, like I said, the trade that everybody keeps talking about, Fournier Grimes with picks, right? Let's say we do that, and we got DiVincenzo. So DiVincenzo could do what IQ can do. We already have Grimes still on the roster. I'm not Grimes, Deuce McBride on the roster. You know what I'm saying? If we don't trade Deuce McBride, we might trade him too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we have guys. We have Josh Hart that can be the backup small forward. Backup shooting guard type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we're gonna miss IQ at all. To replace IQ to get another guy that's not good enough to start, but we're afraid to start him because he's not really good at being a point guard, not really good at being a shooting guard. He's just a microwave scorer. We need to find another one of those. I don't think so. I think it's almost a misfortune to get a player like that because there's somebody that you can't start. He's not good enough to start, but when he does have the offense going, he helps you. But when he doesn't have the offense going, he doesn't help you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, to get a player like Quickly, I don't think we need to replace Quickly or replace something like that. I think we need to move on and make the team better. I just think that needs to be the primary focus. Guys. That's what just in general. I just think that needs to be the primary focus. Ay, ay, ay. So let's scroll down here, see what else is happening. Julius Randle will be exposed. We'll see. Yeah, I got a feeling. I think we might win this game, man. Just watching how the game is playing, I just think if the Knicks could slow down and get back on these 3-point shooters and stuff, man, I think we'll be able to win. Halliburton, but Halliburton's good because Halliburton's been passing the ball. But once we close the passing lanes, Halliburton's still good enough to score too, man. So it's gonna be a good game. This is a good matchup here for two different styles. We got Halliburton with the passing, the wide open offense here, shooting threes and that type of thing. And then we got the grindhouse Knicks style of basketball. Look at Indiana. They're just running around. Everybody's running around in space. Not everybody's wide open. Everybody's been wide open in this game. This guy Naismith, he's been red hot today. What is Naismith there? I don't see his stats there. Like I said, I'll get into some stats maybe entering the fourth quarter. Talk about some stats. Julius against Obi. Look at Obi Top is literally pushing Obi Toppin with his whole hands on his shoulder. I don't understand how the referee's allowing that. But here comes Halliburton, their full head of steam. The Knicks got back. Halliburton with his head up founds Nimhard. Nimhard on the inside founds Miles Turner with his bum ass. Halliburton on the inside. Wow, up and under with a nice shot there by Halliburton. Halliburton falls and gets right back up on defense, man. Brunson comes around. He looked for DiVincenzo there, crossing over, sidestepped. Oh man, what a pass there to DiVincenzo without turning the ball over there. You got Julius there for three, and he misses that. Hartenstein, nope. Indiana knocks it out of bounds, so it's going to be a full shot clock here for the Knicks. Shot hit the rim, so we got 14 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, I think this is true. So most fans were calling for Josh Hart to start and to bench RJ anyway. So like I said, for anybody that's crying about this trade, most fans they've been watching, they look at oh my God, Fournier just drove and dunked baseline. What they call out of bounds? Damn, Fournier had his moment. Look at Fournier. Fournier had his moment just now, man. Him driving to the basket for the dunk, but they said it was out of bounds, man. Ooh, Lord have mercy, that would have been nice. That would have been a nice, what do you want to say? Storyline move there for Fournier, driving the baseline and dunking with two hands. Look at DiVincenzo with the steal. It's like licking your fingers after a good barbecue ribs there, man. Sheesh. More ball movement. Yeah, you're right. Like I said, one of our best rotations was RJ off the bench. So I mean, off the bench. Shout out to Ralph Diaz. Ralph Diaz hit me up on Twitter, and he was saying, yeah, the RJ needs to come off the bench. And I was like, well, who's going to be the starters, Ralph? And then he said the same thing: start Josh Hart with DiVincenzo. Okay, that works. But I mean, if your guy that makes 20 something $1 million per year is coming off the bench, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Everybody can't be off the bench. I feel like every conversation I have with guys that talk basketball always say, yeah, man, we get this guy to come off the bench. But who's starting? Halliburton with another 3-point shot. Just he had so much time to shoot that. Here goes Brunson there. When he just pulls up a transition. Oh my God, misses it. Fournier trying. Fournier's running up the court here. Fournier looked like he might have put on some muscle there, getting a chance to work on his body in the gym. Oh my God, this guy Naismith, man, he looks like Larry Bird out this motherfucker, man. How many threes is he gonna take? Yes, State is upset because now State doesn't have anything to talk about. He don't have RJ to talk about all morning. Yeah, I swear to God. If you take a look at my timeline and take a look at State's timeline, he was arguing with everybody about RJ this morning. And then right mid through the day, RJ's off the team. So now what does State have to talk about now? State literally has nothing to talk about. So I mean, State. I need State to just enjoy Ghana, man. I wish I could go to Ghana. I wish I can go to Ghana one day, one time. Just to see Africa. I would love to see. I would love to go to Ghana. I would love to go to Nigeria. These are on my bucket list, man. I would love to go visit these places. He's from Ghana. So he got family out there and everything, man. So I mean, I would not be on no Twitter Spaces talking shit with people about the Knicks. I'll be like, yeah, man, look, everybody suck my balls from behind while I'm sitting in Ghana with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would be saying. Thank you, B Willis, for the well wishes there. Yeah. I didn't give my wife no flowers. She likes cakes. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't. We did the cake thing. She didn't get the happy birthday thing. So I don't. I hope she doesn't get mad at me, man. Later. Oh, you know what? He's saying happy birthday to me. Shit. Yeah, man. So I think I'm gonna hear that later, man. So we'll see what I can do when I get off this channel. But Obi Toppin jumped and tried to kick Julius in the head. There, I'm not. He ain't low with that. So anyway, Brunson bringing the ball to the court, being guarded by Nemhard. Takes a screen from Julius there. Julius does a good job of sealing off Nemhard. But Brunson was a little bit late there. Obi Toppin, nope, that was Nemhard there trying to explode. He exploited Julius there, comes in on the pivot, gives it over to what's my man's name? When his name here. Halliburton looking, always got a ham eyes behind his head. Gives it over to Jalen Smith all the way on the inside. Jalen Smith is a little bit weird. His body type. He looks like Amari Stoudemire, but just without the without the steroids. Oh my god. So let's take a look at who they have out there. Matt Mathurin. So Mathurin, I thought he was ended going to be a starter, but Nemhard is the one that's starting for them. So this guy Mathurin has been coming off the bench, even with Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill's coming off the bench too. So if you want to talk about a team that needs a trade, this Indiana team is prime for a trade too. They got, like I said, they got guys like Buddy Hill, Mathurin, McConnell. They got there. They got guys they can put in the package together to make a trade to make this team better. So the same player that say, OG. Indiana could have used OG. You know, if you want to talk about like the next play the Knicks are looking for, you want to talk about DeRozan. Imagine if DeRozan goes to Indiana, or let's say, imagine if Indiana trades for Donovan Mitchell. They have enough young talent to get Donovan Mitchell. So what if they traded for Donovan Mitchell? So anything could happen out here. Then the Knicks are not the only club in the league here. Look at Julius there. Julius absolutely going to the basket. No foul call. A good defense by Jalen Smith though. Jalen Smith with the struggle hairline there. It's looking like a chia pet on the top of his head. Good defense by Indiana. So I'm enjoying the defense here, but I mean I just noticed the Knicks are down by a lot, man. 102 to 87. Sheesh. So as I'm talking here, the Knicks are down now. So the frustration there by Julius as we enter the third quarter. So listen, we need to talk strategy. Forget about talking about box score and stuff like that. What can we do to slow down these Pacers? So absolutely, the Knicks got to slow down his pace and find the 3-point shooters. That's one thing, man. Another thing here, the same situation with getting guys shots. I feel like Julius Randle is working too hard. Jalen Brunson. Let's take a look at the box score here. I know. Let me get it up on the screen so you guys can see the box score. When I'm looking at here, just taking a look at the Knicks. Brunson 19 shots on the ball. Randle with 19 shots. That's right on there. But I mean, what can we do to expedite this? DiVincenzo's also been scoring a lot too today. But this I'm asking for a lot because there's nobody else that we can go to right now after this trade. Because we're missing OG. So he goes DiVincenzo, nice little lay, and he's gonna get the foul. So I mean, we're missing our guys here. DiVincenzo, like I said, he's playing above his head now. 10 for 14, 5 for 8 from 3. Right now, he just finished a beautiful play there. He got 4 steals tonight, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, man. He got a block shot. You can't ask for any more from DiVincenzo. He's giving us everything. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to replace him at the shooting guard spot. So, I don't know. Maybe the Knicks are going to stay the same. What do you guys think? After getting OG and Precious here, maybe we start playing Fournier. Nemhard all the way to Halliburton all the way to the basket there. So they're starting to showboat now. So they're only up by 15 now. So let's see what the Knicks can do. If the Knicks can cut it to 12, or even, I don't think we can do 2 for 1 there, but Obi Toppin is absolutely, trying to match Julius Randle there. Definitely frustrating Julius Randle. I got to give you that. Julius Randle on the inside attacking Buddy Hield there, getting a nice little shot off the backboard. Oh, Julius Randle is definitely frustrated. What's the name? Nemhard just jumped on Julius's back just now. So, the Indiana Pacers are definitely frustrated, trying to frustrate Julius because Obi Toppin there is hanging in the air from the jump shot. He misses it, no foul. Julius is frustrated. So this is the first time all season, guys. You want to talk about the Knicks are 17 and 15, 14 right now? I just jinxed them. But 17 and 14 right now. Um, this is the first time that Julius has shown super frustration. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep an eye on that, guys. Put the score back up. All right, so scroll back down. Yeah, Capricorn season is the worst, man. Shout out to my lady. It just happens that some of her best friends' birthdays and her favorite cousin, their birthdays are in January. So she always celebrated with them, when she was younger and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Partying and stuff like that. Able to party with them because their birthdays is in January. So it's just like remix birthday for her. They all celebrate together. So I always thought that was dope with her and her best friends and stuff. But everybody's older now. We're like in our 40s now. Everybody's married and doing their thing right now. So there's no time to party anymore. We got our families and kids and stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, this is another thing too. Motors. We definitely got two high motor players. I want to say Precious Henderson, Chiwa, Precious Achiwa, excuse me. Precious Henderson is my best friend from from East New York. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Precious Henderson, man. If she happened to be listening, and happened to catch me call her name out, man. God bless you. I freaking love you so much, man. Wish I can see you. Anyway, that's my thoughts in the internet out to Precious, man. I hope everything is going great, good with her right now. But yeah, Precious Achiwa. Um, yeah, man, high motor player. Shout out to OG, high motor player. You know, so I mean, like I said, I mentioned it before. DiVincenzo and OG have the same energy. Precious has the same energy also. So we just added two new players to the squad that got the same energy as DiVincenzo. Macaulay Flynn is good too. Macaulay Flynn is pretty good. Macaulay Flynn, if you want to talk about his energy, he's a little bit more smooth. I made a reel not too long ago with Julius Randle basically knocking Macaulay Flynn's sonic rings out. You know, unbelievable. But it's so crazy that he's on the squad. I think he's a good point guard. Malachi Flynn, I'm trying to get his energy. What kind of player that he is. If I can get a player that he reminds me of, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, shout out to John, said he agrees with something. Cedric Bay, he said we need a big. We got Precious, man. Precious Achiwa. So I mean, the Knicks are still in it here, man. So at the end of the third quarter, there, as you can see, 105 to 92. So I wanted to cut the Knicks the lead to 12. So the Knicks cut it to 13. Right? That's 13 guys. Not good at math. So that's decent. So we're still within striking distance right now. Like I've always said, man. The Knicks need to go on a quick 5-0 run, 5 to 6-0 run. If we can do that, then it's going to force Indiana to call a timeout. So Taj Gibson just got caught on a moving screen there. He absolutely did it though. He spun around and bent over and hit the guy with his buttocks. So he just said that. Yep, the referee just said that to him. He came out and hit his buttocks out there. So that's absolutely right. I got nothing to say about that. So anyway, look at this point guard here. McConnell is one of the best backup point guards in the league, man. He's been playing backup for Philly, Indiana. I forgot who the other team he played for, but he's been excellent this entire career as a backup point guard. Probably the best backup point guard in the league. So anyway, scroll down here. Like I said, I'm kind of behind. Shout out to Julian Bloom. Me and Julian Bloom be hanging out on Twitter sometimes, man. So shout out to his contribution on Twitter. I enjoy everything that he says on there. You know what I'm saying? Did Fournier drive 50 yet? Yo, he just might. Imagine that shit. Let's say the Knicks don't make a trade. If we don't make a trade and we just start playing Fournier, and then Fournier starts to play, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming off the bench behind DiVincenzo, and he starts to play really well off the bench, as the backup small forward kind of thing. I think that would be incredible. Wouldn't that be incredible? Right on cue, Fournier with a corner 3-point shot. Oh, he misses that. And there goes Gibson. Gibson just slaps the ball out of bounds. So they're going to call out of bounds on the Knicks or Indiana. I feel bad for Gibson, man. Gibson is out there trying his best, man, but he absolutely is just like fighting the uphill battle, trying to get his legs and his timing right. But he's old. He's older now. He's not the same player anymore. Josh Hart on the inside, trying to get the putback layup there, wasn't able to get it. But he's another football player style of guy, just throwing his body in there. You know. Shout out to Obi. Obi's been playing good today. I can't front. So the physicality that we've been trying to get Obi Toppin to give us when he was a Knick, he's actually doing everything that we asked them that fans wanted him to do with the Knicks. He's doing it here in Indiana. So it's good to see. But he's still coming off the bench. He's still a bench player. He's still not anybody that's scaring anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He's a good rotational player, but we got ours. We got Precious, man. So we'll see how that works for us. Right on topic. Obi Toppin pushes, gets into the corner, gives it over to Mathurin there. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield kicks it over to Jalen Smith, excuse me. McConnell trying to make something happen, dribbling around there. Gives it to Obi. Obi side steps, crossover. On the inside, he actually sealed his man off there. So Obi Toppin drove and sealed his guy off, gave himself a second, and made an interior pass there. So like I said, where was this when he was with the Knicks, right? Here goes Brunson. Oh, wow. Brunson is probably like the best post-up player on the Knicks, man. Shout out to Julius. But good freeze there for a second to get the defense to fall back. And nice little left-handed layup. He goes Fournier with good defense there. Obi Toppin was able to get the pass there, and he was able to finish on the inside. So, I will say this about Obi Toppin. I'm impressed by what I'm seeing from him. That's funny to say because I hated Obi Toppin when he was with the Knicks. But in this right here, I'm impressed. Him finishing with in traffic, he did not do that at all with the Knicks. Look at him, gets the ball down and finishes nice and easy in traffic. The way that Obi Toppin's playing today, he's never played that way with the Knicks. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? So here goes Fournier, transition three. He gives it up, gives it over to Josh. Josh over to Brunson. Brunson fakes the three. Obi Toppin in front of him. He thought about it, so he's gonna put Obi in the mixer. He gets a little bit of full head of steam there. Takes the bump, throws it over the top. He doesn't get the shot, but he does get the foul. So Brunson wanted to score on Obi just now. He wanted that. So I love the competition, how the Knicks players are going at Obi. Obi Toppin is accepting the challenge there and going at the Knicks. One thing I want to say about Obi, he has a lot of leave-in conditioner in his head because he's sweating now, and you can see the leave-in conditioner going into his eyes. So, I mean, he's a youngster. He got to figure that shit out, man. Mr. John, excuse me. He says starting lineup sticks with DiVincenzo and Hart will continue to come off the bench. Yeah, I'm with that. I can't wait to see OG out there, man. Just added to what we do. It's going to take a little time. He's got to get some practice. It says under his belt. I know the Knicks play on New Year's Day. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Knicks play again on Monday. So on Monday, we get to play. So we'll see if OG plays because Tom Thibodeau likes to give guys full practice. Excuse me. So we'll see how it works. Mathurin just pulls up and he knocks it down. Indiana Pacers, they don't, like I said, they don't have any names, but they have a lot of players that can score, man. Shout out to Mathurin and Buddy Hield that are coming off the bench there. Wow, look at McConnell diving on a loose ball, man. I love this dude, McConnell. Man, Indiana Pacers are so lucky to have that dude. He's a really good basketball player. Yeah, Deuce is going to hold it down, plus Malachi. Yeah, between those two guys, they're just going to have to battle out and practice. Shout out to Deuce. Deuce has been doing everything right, man. Just sticking with it. Look at Fournier on the drive. He comes in with a nice little floater, misses it. Gibson with the rebound, but they're going to call a foul here on Indiana. So good drive by Fournier. Fournier can do that, y'all. People forget that Fournier could play. Fournier made $18 million for a reason, man. It's not like the Knicks paid him $18 million for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been trying to tell people, he's averaged 17 points per game for a few times. Actually played on decent playoff teams in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and he played he played really well with what's his name? I can't think of his name. The point guard from Boston. When he was in Boston, they played really well together. That's why we ended up trading for both of those guys because we thought that they were going to come here and play the same way. But It is what it is. But Fournier still could play. He makes $18 million for a reason. It's not by mistake. So it's interesting to see if Fournier sticks around. Shout out to him. He like they asked him a question. His media in Europe asked him a question. He gave them a truthful answer because that's how Fournier is. But not for nothing, Fournier has definitely been a stand up, quality veteran. Not keeping up any noise. He said, "Do I think I'm ever going to play for the Knicks again?" He said, "No," but then here he goes right after the trade, and he's playing. Oh, good steal by Fournier, man. So I'm speaking him up here. Fournier on the inside comes in and finishes beautifully with a layup there. You know, so Fournier's finally getting a chance to show, man. I see Josh Hart slapping him in the butt. Brunson came out to give him some love too. Fournier could play still, guys. This is not like something that's like like wow, I can't believe he can do that. Fournier could play, so it would be interesting if we don't do anything and we just rock with Fournier. That would be so interesting. But Fournier, this is his last chance here. So I mean, I'm quite sure just based off of what the Knicks did, and then just so convenient that the Knicks still have Fournier and they still have Grimes. So I wonder if the Knicks have another deal set up already, or process the framework of a deal that's coming, or do they actually plan on just keeping Fournier here and let Fournier come off the bench and we'll see how that rocks. It's interesting. I don't think that's gonna happen, but if it does happen, Fournier could play still, man. He still could play. So shout out to Joey McGeechan, man. It's about that time. Joey McGeechan popping up in here. He said, "What's up? Maybe late, but what do you think of these fake fans crying today, man?" Yeah, man. I was kind of shocked to see fans crying about RJ, but I get it. Fans love RJ. A lot of these fans that are arguing and crying online and stuff. These are little guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about guys that are even up to their 32, because they're the mellow era. They're the mellow era people. So they didn't really win during the mellow era that much. Only that 150 win team. That's why they keep talking about it. But RJ is our first mega draft pick. Outside of KP, we got rid of pick KP, but RJ was a number 3 pick. So I mean, this is something that people keep talking about as these 20-year-old players and stuff. So I mean, these 20-year-old fans, these 20-year-old, even like say up to like 32-year-old fans, they've been crying about this. So they're emotionally attached to RJ. This is their baby. That's their guy. You know what I'm saying? Only 23. He's only 23. It's like only 23 in basketball age, man. For us old heads, OGs, people like to call us OGs. I think that's like an insult now. I don't like it when people call me OG, because now I feel like it's an insult. But for us OGs, right, they know better, man. We done seen this game so many different times, man. That's the difference between young people that think they know it all and then the old people that do know it all, that don't really do nothing about explaining themselves and stuff. So I mean, having the knowledge like a guy like Joey McGeechan, a guy like John, Fizdale was horrible. We all remember these different things. And outside of Fizdale, we can go back to when Hubie Brown was the coach of the Knicks. So we can go back that far. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. People have a selective memory. They have a selective memory, and they think that life started only when they were born. There's a whole world out there. Yeah, man. Scrolling down here. Yeah, we got some size. Yeah, we got some tradition. We got some it's definitely gonna clean up the roster a little bit, We definitely got some size. But outside of OG and RJ are basically the same height, it's just that the physicality, OG plays bigger than RJ. And he definitely fits the situation better. As far as Malachi, not Malachi, Precious, Precious coming off the bench, he definitely gives us the size coming off the bench. So we're not going to. So that basically, we basically got a young Taj Gibson. So Taj Gibson probably would never play again for the Knicks. So that's Precious Henderson. For anybody who wants to know, Precious Henderson and Gibson are the same player. But Henderson, I keep saying Henderson. Shout out to my baby. But Precious Achiwa, he's just like Gibson. Just a younger version of Gibson. So keep that in mind when you see him. Yeah, peace on Levon. Yep. He's trying to say, he said, much love, dude. Was kind of suspect, a little sus, right? As my kids would say, yo, sus. But then he cleans it up. He said, "Much love, diehards." Yeah, man. We've been talking about it all day today, man. Yeah, shout out to CC. CC, are you one of the young fans out there? Bittersweet. It's business, and like you said there. Yeah, man. Fucking Jim Curry. He's getting old too. I'm so old. I remember when Rick Carlisle used to play. I remember when he played. He played for the Knicks a little bit, and he played for Boston, I believe. So I remember Rick Carlisle. He wasn't a good player, but I just remember him seeing him in a uniform. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. I remember when he had hair. It's kind of funny. That's how time goes, man. Time waits for nobody, man. Uh, there goes Almighty Finesse. This is the all-star right here, Almighty Finesse. Shout out to Almighty Finesse. I mentioned him a little bit earlier. I couldn't think of the last name of his little handle. But Almighty Finesse said that we were gonna get OG, right? I've been arguing with Almighty Finesse for a while now. That we're gonna get OG Alunobi. I'm like, yo, how are we gonna get OG Alunobi with all the stuff happening? But sure enough, we get OG Anunoby today for RJ and IQ. We gave up a lot though. But I think I still think it's an even trade. I mentioned it so many times today. If you say Precious and Macaulay Flynn for IQ, that's a good trade. I think. I don't know if anybody's gonna go one for trade two All Stars for IQ. You know what I'm saying? But Precious and Macaulay Flynn is a good trade for IQ. All those guys are bench players. You know what I'm saying? To keep it in perspective, right? Straight up OG for RJ is a good trade. So it is what it is. So, shout out to Almighty, man. So Almighty, you could talk as much shit in the chat as you want. So I mean, talk about a guy that gets banned sometimes too. My man Almighty Finesse has been banned quite a few times, in the chat, man. But right now, you can talk as much shit as you want, man, because you definitely called it. You know what I'm saying? You absolutely called it. Yeah, the majority of the fans we wanted OG. Yeah, I wanted them too, man. But it just didn't seem like, um, uh, you know, Masai Ujiri. It doesn't seem like he was going to make a trade with the Knicks again. But he did. So the trade is good for both teams. So I'm not hating for them. I'm not hating for us or nothing. So I mean, the Indiana defense is definitely clicking right now. 8 minutes. We're still kind of fighting here. As far as like what are we gonna do to win this game? I'm not really too worried about it. I mean, I feel like everybody they pass it to could put the ball in the bucket. Look at Buddy Hield for three. Knicks fighting for their lives here. Josh Hart with the rebound, pushing. Kicks it out to Deuce there for three, sidestep, and he hits it. So we got guys that can score too. So it was interesting. 12-point lead with 7 minutes and 36 seconds. We're almost in crunch time. Not quite yet. Another minute or so, and I'll start getting into what the Knicks are doing here. Yeah, man. So shout out to Almighty Finesse, man. Definitely is could say as much shit as you want to say. Flynn is trash, but at least he can be a point guard. God forbid if something happens to our main guys here. So Mathurin, they're able to slice and dice the defense there. Mathurin should be their starting shooting guard, but they're using Nemhard, who also is a good basketball player. So they have a lot of excess players. That's why they're able to score so much points. So Brunson going at McConnell, man. McConnell's a really good basketball player. Julius with another rebound. Julius is being guarded by three players, man. He needs to pass the fucking ball. Man, Julius, like he's complaining about the rest, but you're being guarded by three people at the same time. Yeah, man. I gotta get to the bottom of these chats, man. But every time I do that, then somebody pops up in here. So we got a dissertation here by Mr. Melba. Yeah, he got freaking 4 paragraphs here. So he said, so how do you see the upcoming draft for the Knicks? I don't care. That the short story there. The Mavs are gonna have a top 10 protected. So we're probably gonna get the Mavs pick. That's true. Then in 2025 we have like 2 first-round picks. So 2025, I think that's the year that we need to pay attention to the draft. So we have like 2 first-round draft picks that year. Okay, fine. So I think in 2025, that's the year that we need to pay attention to the picks. This year, the 2023 pick, 2024 pick, I should say, I don't really care about. 2025 is different. So if we trade the picks that we have next year, this owed to us next year, that's fine because in 2025 we have 2 picks too. So you just brought it to our attention. We have to fact check it, but I think we have 2 draft picks in 2025. So like I said, if we trade our picks this year, for 2024, if we trade those picks, and then we'll still have 2 the following year. So Let's not really worry about it too much, guys, as far as draft picks and stuff. So pushing it forward here. Remember they gave a two first round picks they owed from Hart and Cam trades. Yes. They haven't drafted last season because it was now they have two first picks coming to the draft, regroup long term. Yeah, like I said, the Knicks haven't been really caring about the draft, and stuff like that because we're just trying to build for this era, which I think which is absolutely the right thing to do. I don't know what took the Knicks so long to make this move, but they made it when they made it. So now it's time to go here. So because Julius giving the guys way too much room there. Shout out to Hartenstein on the switch. But this guy, this kid, Naismith is good, man. He's been scoring like crazy here. So we're officially in crunch time, guys. So let's get into some basketball here. We got Brunson here. Foul line kicks it out to DiVincenzo. Nah, knocks down the three. So that's 107 to 19. So take that off. We're down by 12. So strategy here, we made it three. So we got to make a stop. Let's make a stop here, guys. If the Knicks can make a stop, we haven't been able to do that really all game there. Look at DiVincenzo with a hand on the balls. Pause. Wow, Halliburton with a step over three. Knicks make a stop, get the rebound. Julius Randle bringing the ball up the court here. So Knicks got to get a solid score here. Julius has not been making the right decisions. Wow, they called a travel, man. They called a travel on Brunson. So that's not what we needed there. That's a bad turnover there for the Knicks as far as momentum to try to win this game. Oh my gosh. Shout out to the Knicks fan, young lady there on the sideline there. You saw her bent over there. You see her right there on the top, right behind the Knicks bench there. You can see her bent over, pissed off. But wow, man, Halliburton just scored and he's gonna get the and one. So I mean, this is not what we need here. We made a good shot with DiVincenzo, but then we end up with a turnover, and then Halliburton comes inside and he gets the and one. So that's this nightmare there. Okay, it's fine. It happened. So we got to get back on the ball here. The Knicks needs to come down and score. So somebody called a timeout. So the Knicks need to come after this free throws is made and stuff like that. Knicks got to come down and score, and then we have to stop Indiana twice. That's the goal. Stop Indiana twice and score twice. Get on a nice little 5 to 6 and 0 run. Make Indiana call a timeout again. Stop the clock. Let them regroup. And let's continue on with the game there. So it doesn't, until we do that, there's nothing to talk about. So a timeout was called, man. So let's continue with you guys' comments, man. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to Shah. Yeah, I'm watching the game, man. We're a step behind on all plays right now. Indiana's definitely got some great spacing, and whoever is getting the opportunity to shoot has been scoring, man. So yeah. So this is interesting. Clarkston. So you're talking about Clarkston from Utah. It's Jordan Clarkston. Jordan Clarkson would be a nice pickup, man. You want to talk about a guy that can play point on shooting guard at the same time, play backup for a little while of his career, but he's getting up in age, man. Definitely a guy seasoned, been through the ringer and stuff like that. So bringing him in here, he knows Julius. He's tough too. Jordan Clarkson is very tough. He's a guy that can get you 18 points per game. 16 to 18 points, pushing 20 around there. So him starting with Brunson would be fantastic, bro. That shit would be fantastic. Even if they want to use Clarkson off the bench, which I don't think they should. If they get Clarkson, he should start. But could you imagine Clarkson starting with Brunson? That's fantastic, man. So add that to the mix. Add that to the mix of players that we could possibly pluck off of other rosters. Because Utah right now is kind of in flux. So the thing with that is they have Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge is definitely going to try to get top dollar for his assets there. So as he should. So I'm not afraid of Danny Ainge. Just off of GP, fuck Danny Ainge. You know what I'm saying? But respect to Danny Ainge. We know that he's a smart basketball mind and stuff. So he's definitely gonna make it hard for us if we want a certain player. But yeah, man, if we're gonna give away draft picks and that type of thing for Jordan Clarkson, I'll be down with that. If Indiana wants to make not Indiana, if Utah wants to make a trade with us, I'll be more than happy to get Clarkson. Absolutely more than happy to get him. So you got Halliburton talking shit to the Knicks bench there. So I mean, that's one thing about Halliburton, man. He talks way too much shit, man. Sometimes, kind of like like a troll, kind of like the way that that Reggie Miller used to do it. See him talking all that shit? I don't know what he's saying. What could he possibly be saying? Yeah, so this is on everybody's wish list here. DeJounte Murray or Mitchell Robinson or DeRozan. Yeah, all those guys. All three of those guys. This is on the lips of every Knicks fan right now. All these three guys. But Clarkson is another guy. Very sneaky. Very sneaky there, Harlem. Here goes Brunson. Brunson over to Julius. Julius just falls straight to the ground. They're going to call a blocking foul. So they're baiting. I don't know if you guys noticed, they're kind of laughing every time they do something. Like the Indiana guys are like almost laughing because they're definitely attacking Julius. But Julius, give him some respect. He hasn't blown up. This is one of those games where if Julius blew up right now, it would be fine. This guy Halliburton is coming over there, getting close enough to put some words in Julius's ear. So he's a troll, man. So I appreciate it. I can't imagine what he could possibly be saying though. But him talking shit to Julius there, as he coming in there, whispering sweet nothings into his ear. You see him coming over there. I'm waiting for him to say something. He's good. He's doing his job. Trolling the Knicks a little bit. Like Obi Toppin. So anyway, let's keep it moving. Shout out to Generation JL. So I talked about you earlier, man. I know you mentioned getting some tickets, man. Did you get a chance to look at it, man? Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Yeah, but she let me come on tonight, man. So I'm surprised she let me do it. So, thank God for my wife, man. She's good. Marion Capella would be dope too. But we already gave up RJ and IQ. So how could we get it's gonna be Capella and Murray in the same trade? Shout out to Mike. Mike used to pop in the chat, but he mentioned a trade today. Let me see if I can pull it up here. So it's in my Twitter mentions, man. So let me just get this together. As the DiVincenzo drives there, up and over the rim there, he gets the nice shot. So it was 110 and 125 here, 5-minute mark. Still a 15-point lead. I don't think the Knicks have enough to come back here. But let me see if I can find this trade that Mike posted. Mike sent me a trade there. Let me see if I can find it. It was a good trade too. Let me just see if I can find it real quick. I've been talking all day with guys online, man, on all platforms. Yeah, see if I can find it. So because he did mention, but I think IQ was in the trade. So I mean, that just kills the trade altogether. So anyway, I think he had put IQ in the trade, but we already gave up IQ. So we're running out of assets, man. So I don't think we can get Capella because if you didn't know, Capella makes $20 million a year. Capella makes a lot of bread. $20 million a year for a center, and he came up during that time where just being in the dunker spot was worth $20 million. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Capella and his team, able to take advantage of the moment. But he got paid in Houston, and they traded him to Atlanta immediately. Yeah, man. So because Mathurin is now cooking, comes around Dante DiVincenzo and pulls up. So here comes the Knicks there, 15 points. Ay. Knicks are trying to come back here. Brunson trying to take advantage of this Indiana defense there. Indiana's been getting caught with the blocking fouls. So they're showing Scott Skiles here. So this is a good enough reason to come and check and see how much assists Halliburton has. Halliburton has 21 assists, man. So I mean, I believe the last game he had 20 and 20. This guy Halliburton is a good player, man. I got nothing bad to say about him. He's a troll though, which I like. We need that in the NBA. We don't have trolls. Yeah, man. So you want to talk about the next generation of point guards in the NBA? Halliburton definitely got it locked down, man. He's the best one in the league. You want to talk about John Morant? John Morant got to get his shit together, man. John Morant got to stop that bullshit with the gun stuff. John Morant had scored the other day, and then he starts doing like this, boom, 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 and boom with the bazooka. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? Stop. Yeah, man. So Generation JL, man, if you want to get some, I'm quite sure every fan is thinking the same way as far as getting those tickets and stuff, man, for the game. So, it's going to be very hard to get those, man. Shout out to Memster, man. Mikal Bridges. We talked about Mikal Bridges today too. But Mikal Bridges, Mikal Bridges with OG. I can see Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges could play shooting guard. Mikal Bridges could play shooting guard. He's long, good defense and stuff. Not really the best ball handler, but you got Brunson is going to be ball handler heavy. So I just think that this idea here by Harlem, man, Harlem with Jordan Clarkson. I just think having a guy that can dribble like Clarkson is what we need with Brunson. We need an extra ball handler out there. So having Jordan Clarkson out there with being a great ball handler, let him run some point a little bit with Brunson playing off the ball, let him shoot. If we get a Malik, Mikal Bridges, man, Mikal Bridges is like, he's not like a what do you call it? He's not like a shooting guard. He doesn't really dribble like that, so it doesn't really help us out too much. So I'm trying to scroll down. So I'm so behind these this chat a little bit. But I mean, Dan, thank you guys for contributing to the chat. I really appreciate you guys contributing to the chat today. Because I mean, this is like I wasn't able to really get off. Today's my wife's birthday. I keep saying it, but I haven't been able to. I've been home. I've been outside all day, so I haven't been able to sit down and do a dedicated pod. So I won't. So this is the dedicated pod for the RJ and IQ trade. So I mean, after this podcast, I will not talk about those guys, fam. Because I mean, getting rid of those guys, I have no pain. I have no pain. Like I said, we talked about it like crazy in this podcast, but I have no pain being without those two guys. I feel like OG is gonna come in here and give us what we need. And then if there's another trade to be made, we definitely have the assets to do it. So the next trade is gonna be the real one that really makes this team buzz right now. Right now, Julius Randle had it going scoring wise, but he's been off, man. Super frustrated right now. So I feel him. But this Indiana squad, as you look at them, man, they don't have no big names, but whoever gets the ball, their spacing is so great on this team that everybody's able to get their shot off, man. So, anybody with a pulse, you know, it is what it is. He said, "Go pause so you can say happy birthday." I mean, I hanged out with the wife all day, man. So I mean, the game is almost over. So as soon as I finish, I'm not gonna pussyfoot around. I'm gonna go over there and spend the rest of the night with my lady. Yeah, man. I'll be the first to say, take a time out. I never take a time out, man. For any of you guys that are always here, I don't take a time out. I'm here talking the entire 2 hours and change. Hartenstein with the rebound. So I mean, the Knicks are still within striking distance, but if it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen now. So with the Knicks cut the lead to 10, excuse me, cut the lead to 10. So it's 31-21. So 2 minutes and 37 seconds here. So I'm getting a little lag. So I got to watch it on the minimum here. Got Halliburton there. Good. Look at the spacing for Indiana. They're way out there. Sidestepping for Naismith there. So Knicks weren't able to get the rebound. So the Knicks are fooling around here. If the Knicks want to come back, they got to do it now. The spacing is crazy. Look how far back Halliburton is. Look how far back Nemhard is. Look how far back Mathurin is. So there's a foul. There's a foul on the ground. I don't know if they're going to get some shots with this, but we'll see. So scrolling. Paris Duggar's back. So the thing with Taj over Sims is that Sims they said Sims is not ready to come back yet. Sims is still practicing, but he's not ready to come back yet. I think he's still trying to get his stamina back. Maybe a little bit of soreness and stuff with him coming back here. So I think that's the reason. But Paris, man, thank you for the super chat, man. As always, so Knicks had 11 out of 14. These had 11 out of 14 December in games on the road. Yeah, man. The Knicks play good on the road and away, but I think I had it on. I think it's on the ESPN screen. Come on, get out of here, get out of here. So it says we're 9-10 away this year. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Get the scoreboard back up here. So Indiana scores again. The Knicks are fighting so hard to get the buckets, man, but we're not able to do it. Indiana's getting the stops, as if they're trying to come back. So Halliburton, look how far back these guys are as far as the spacing. Great spacing. Halliburton all the way inside, trying to get the layup, but he gets the foul. I mean, we're looking at the future of the NBA right here with Halliburton. Like I'm sorry that I did not like him in college. I thought he was trash in college, but what made me realize that this guy Halliburton was good, and I was wrong when I saw him play USA basketball. He played USA basketball the year that he was coming into the league. And once I got to see him play USA basketball, I'm like, yo, I made a mistake. Halliburton is a good basketball player. So anyway, he goes to Sacramento and he plays well, like he's like he was showing. Shout out to the Sacramento. They chose to keep De'Aaron Fox rather than trade him and keep Halliburton. So anyway, they got to make a decision. So they're still winning. They still got a good team there, but they gave up Halliburton, and Halliburton is the best point guard in the NBA. Hands down as far as passing the ball and stuff like that. So I mean, De'Aaron Fox, you can't get mad at De'Aaron Fox. He's still good too. But Halliburton, as far as overall point guard play, he is like the best in the NBA. Absolutely. Dwayne Dennis here. Definitely got to give some stuff there. He said, have a bad habit of holding on to unproven players too long. Yeah, the Knicks always do that. And they always wait until the team is on a spiral to do these type of trades. That reminds me of the Ewing trade right off the bat. The Ewing trade. We waited too long to trade Ewing. Like Don Nelson wanted to trade Ewing. When Ewing was on a decline when we picked up Don Nelson. But we end up still winning and stuff like that. You definitely squeezing the life out of Ewing. But when it came down to it, the Knicks, I mean, Ewing was averaging like 19 points per game or whatever it was in his last year with the Knicks. And then we ended up trading him to Seattle for drunk ass Vin Baker and old ass Glenn Rice and whatever. So it was a horrible trade, but we should have just kept Ewing at that point because we should have traded him. If we were going to trade Ewing, we should have traded him when Don Nelson tried to trade him earlier on. So it is what it is. We squeezed another finals appearance out of Ewing that year. Ewing ended up getting hurt, and then that ended up being the last time you saw Ewing on the Knicks. But we should have traded him a little earlier. Maybe we would have had a different experience there because we already had Marcus Camby. So we probably should have traded a little sooner. As soon as we traded Oakley, we probably should have traded Ewing too. But hindsight is 2020 now. We shouldn't have traded Ewing at all. But that's another pod for another day. Yeah. Keep scrolling. Your son is 22. He said, bye bye, RJ. Yeah, man. He's 22 years old. So let's scroll. 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago, RJ was drafted. 5 years ago, how old was your son, man? 17? He was in high school still. So here we go as a grown man now. He can drink with you, 22 years old. So that's how time flies like that. One minute you're in high school, and next minute you're drinking beers with your father. So it's like, time flies, man. 5 years is a long time. Said, I was the Melo era. RJ can go do, yeah. Same play for 5 years. We've been saying that. So I gotta scroll down, man. Shout out to everybody that's been popping in here. Like I said, I've been a little bit behind on these comments, so I'm trying to scroll down. So I was trying to say Kemba Walker earlier. So I'm looking at what you guys are talking about here. Shout out to Melpster. So it looks like we're done here. So I don't care. I don't care about this game. So I'm gonna X out this game here. So shout out to the Indiana Pacers. Enjoy your win. The Knicks are losing right now 40-23 with less than a minute. So the game is over. So I'm conceding here. So I'm going to talk to you guys for a second. Let me get the scoreboard. I don't even care about the scoreboard, guys. So let's minimize it. You can see the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. But I mean, this game is over. So let's continue talking to you guys for a little while before I get up out of here. Bagger Jones. He says, you idiots still think that Brunson is better than Halliburton. And like I said, the same thing with De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox did they kept him in Sacramento and they're winning. The Knicks went on to pick up Brunson and we're winning. So we're losing tonight, man. But we've been winning, with Brunson. So it is what it is. You can't cry over spilled milk. Because like I said, Halliburton was not the first pick or whatever. He was picked further down the line. So quite a few people passed up on Halliburton, not just the Knicks. So you can look at a lot of guys, man. Yeah, but Clarkson is another clutch client. Okay, so he's clutch. All right, so maybe that's something that we might not do there. So I mean, this CAA shit is really something because OG changed the CAA, and a shout out to him. We ended up trading for him. I wonder what's gonna happen with Phoenix, man, because Phoenix they got they're top heavy. They have this guy that's always hurt over there. They picked up from Washington. But they have my man Devin Booker over there. So are they going to trade Devin Booker? What's happening there? I feel like Phoenix, they have nothing going on, so I feel like they're a team that needs to get rid of guys. If they're looking to trade this guy Durant away, old Durant, trade him somewhere. So if they do that, trade Durant, then they need to look to trade the other two guys. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker, if Devin Booker wants to be out, I think they owe it to him. They've been trying to win with him, right? So if you decide that they want to move on with Devin Booker and allow Devin Booker to get something, move on with his career, possibly get some draft picks from the Knicks, get the expiring contract from Fournier. It sounds stupid to me. Just saying it out loud, it sounds stupid. But I mean, teams have done some weird things in the past, man. So the Pistons won. I knew I should have put some bread on it today. What did the Pistons do today? I know I should have put some bread on the Pistons, but I've been losing so much, man. I said, you know what? Let me just stop. So Toronto, I know I called it. I said that Toronto will probably be the game that Detroit wins. So they beat Toronto, man. Toronto made a trade too, so that was stupid on my part. We all should have put money on that. You know what I'm saying? Without the trade, they don't have OG, and they don't, they're missing OG, so they would have been behind a little bit. So that's the perfect game for Detroit to win, man. So we all should have put bread on that. You know. Keep scrolling. Paris. He says, I know I missed the super chat accidentally, Eero, but I didn't miss the super chat. I caught it. I'm a little bit behind on the chat a little bit. But he said the Knicks 14 road games and only 3 home games in December. I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah, so I mean, we got an extra home game because of the playing tournament. So we actually played Detroit later on in the year. But yeah, it's been a rough December, man. So I mean, this record that we have now, we've been losing and stuff lately. I think it's going to definitely change, especially after these trades. Once these guys come in here, and then the next trade is made, because I think another trade is coming. As soon as these trades are coming in, and then these players start to play with each other, we start to get some kind of continuity and chemistry, which I don't think it's going to take long, to tell you the truth. So once we get that, then I think we're going to see the Knicks make a big time jump in the standings, man. So look out for that, man. I really think that's a good idea. So Bo Ishmael, he's like holding his head there with Clarkson. Clarkson's not that bad, man. But we have to understand, who can we get. I know everybody wants Donovan Mitchell and DeJounte Murray, but I mean, it's going to cost a little bit more to get those guys. Clarkson might not cost as much. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, man. Halliburton with 20 and 20. I get it, but the Knicks lost, man. So officially we're done here, 140 to 126. The Knicks were trying their best to come back here, but we just behind the 8 ball. We missed a couple scores today. We're missing RJ and IQ. We missed them today. We traded them away for OG. But we'll see. We'll see what happens as time goes on here. Who we pick up the pieces here. But I'm okay with the trade. I think building going forward, I think this is a good look for the Knicks. Yeah, I just it's a good look. He's shocked about it. Something had to be done. The last game I was like, out of it, because it's like, yo, man, you're gonna blame Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau's crying about the fouls, that we had the last game. But at the same time, Tom Thibodeau's not doing anything to save Julius or save Brunson in the offense. He just puts him out there and just say, yo, go for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, he's definitely needs to go as well. But somebody needed to take get I mean, somebody needed to either get fired, or the front office needed to make a trade. So instead of firing Tom Thibodeau, who is definitely on the table right now, definitely on the hot seat, the front office said, you know what, we're gonna make this trade. So the front office had to do something. They had to answer for the bullshit that's been happening out there. So I think the Knicks did a good thing. We got a backup power forward. We got a legit small forward out there, and we got a backup point guard. So we'll see how that works. But I think it's a good trade for us, man. It's a trade that this front office had to make. So now the next move is going to be the deep one, man. So we'll see what happens there with that move. Yeah, man. Scrolling down there. I mean, I appreciate you guys for popping in here, giving me some good back and forth here today with the comments. Like I said, this game, it was entertaining to watch. A little bit. We lost the game. Everybody knew that we were probably going to lose this game after this trade here, because we're playing behind. But the thing here is to talk about this Knicks here with this trade. So yeah, man. I think this is good. This guy OG, he's also a wanker from the UK and stuff. So I don't think anybody cared about that really, or knew that. But OG's definitely overseas players from UK. So that's cool. That's cool to see. So also too, like he's one of those guys that you never see him with a girl. You never see him in the media getting in trouble for anything. So he's kind of like IQ in that way. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's definitely going to be one of those guys that's not going to give you a distraction. He's one of those guys that love ball and stuff like that. So that loves basketball. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys that love basketball, so a basketball junkie. So I think he's gonna fit in right away. So as far as what the Knicks do, I just think that he's just gonna fit. I don't think there's gonna be any chemistry issues. I just think that he's gonna fit in, and we're gonna be like, oh shit, we should have did this a long time ago. I think we're gonna have that moment. So we'll see. Yeah, Sabonis there, yeah, definitely, man. The Pacers trade they gave up good talent for Halliburton. But Sabonis right now, man, that dude is almost averaging a triple double over there in Sacramento. So he's playing good too. So I mean, guys get traded, they go to another team, and they could find success. Like Sacramento, they traded Sabonis for Halliburton. They can't you can't mention that Halliburton without saying that. So I'm glad somebody did mention it. So Sabonis going to Sacramento is absolutely what the doctor ordered for them. So they're doing good. They're happy with Sabonis over there in Sacramento. But Indiana Pacers, they're happy on their end too, because they had a lot of success with Sabonis. But trading Sabonis and getting Halliburton and starting their franchise over, they're able to find their success. So there's always one a way to go about things. You can't just stay, oh man, we need to get the ball more to RJ. I am so sick of that argument. I'm so glad that I don't have to talk about that no more. Oh, we need to give IQ some shots. Why do we take out IQ for RJ and then this other stuff? I'm so glad we don't got to talk about that no more. Oh, we need to set more pick and rolls for RJ. Oh my God, that is so that I'm so glad that we don't have to deal with that anymore. Forward movement. Shout out to RJ and IQ. I think they're gonna have good careers over there in Toronto. If IQ stays in Toronto, I think RJ has found his home. He's gonna be back there where he's from, so it's fantastic for him. Hopefully the Raptors find their success. But at the same time, I'm hoping the Knicks find their success too. One person that we didn't mention the whole day here is the John Stevenson. I mean, the John Stevenson, the John uh Jeffries, right? Well, he got waived today. He got waived to make space for Macaulay Flynn and these guys in his trade. So I mean, the reason why he got waived is not because he doesn't have talent, because the Knicks absolutely gave him a big chance, developing with the Westchester Knicks and stuff. But it's time for him to go to a squad and find his way too. So I think that's good mojo for the Knicks. Good what do you want to call good positive energy for the Knicks. To allow the John Jeffries to get his am I saying his name right? For him to get an opportunity with another club. So hopefully somebody signs him right away, picks him up off of waivers and stuff like that, and he gets a chance to showcase his talent, with somewhere else, because he's not going to get the opportunity here. What's going on with the Knicks, man. So that's interesting. So hats off to him. Hopefully he finds success too. But it's all about the Knicks, man. Yeah, shout out to him, man, Vinny Baker. But I mean, I'm glad that somebody gave him a shot to coach again. So he's been coaching. I forgot what team he's playing for right now, what team he's coaching for. But I'm glad that he's getting this opportunity to coach again. I know he's working at Starbucks. Could you imagine being an NBA basketball player that made over $100 million, end up being broke, and now you have to accept the job working in Starbucks? Could you imagine that? Like legit, like you needed the money from Starbucks, to survive. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's a privilege to be in the NBA. And you gotta be smart about it. There's a lot of stress, a lot of thing. I mean, drinking, finding the bottle and drink, man. I never diss nobody because of what happens in life, whatever life decisions you make. This life is not easy, man. I got two uncles that passed away due to heroin addiction. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know my uncles, and just knowing about their life and knowing what they go through, anxiety is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? In like I can't say in the hood, but just in certain families, man, a lot of people just they don't know how to deal with stuff, and you just don't have the support system with your family with all the stuff that we deal with here. Being broke is a sickness, man. Being broke, when you're broke, you tend to take it out on other people. You know what I'm saying? You're not there in a household like me. I work a lot of hours, so I'm not at home with the kids when I do as much that a normal person would be at, because I'm doing a lot of work. So I mean, that could be affecting my kids some kind of way. I wouldn't know that as time goes on. Saying that's why my wife is home. So my wife is there with the kids, hopefully to balance that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Everybody has their own story. But I would never diss anybody, because of that. So it's funny. It's funny to talk about there. Joke around a little bit, but on some real shit, it is what it is when it comes to stuff like that, man. Yeah, man. If you wonder how State reacted, man, go to his timeline. He was talking all kind of shit in the morning. After the trade happened, he was crying. He was crying. He had a space. I don't know if you guys like to listen to Twitter Spaces, but I tried to listen, but then my phone froze on me. And like because I was getting so many I was getting so many fucking notifications on all my social media. My friends and family were calling me, and so much stuff was happening at the same time. My phone froze. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't get on Twitter Spaces to listen, but he was on Twitter Spaces immediately after the trade. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine that he was carrying on and stuff. So I mean, that stuff is reposted. So I think definitely, State he reposts his spaces on his podcast page, audio podcast page. So you can catch the replay on his page if you guys want to do that. So his name is State, but his podcast is State of the New York Knicks podcast. So follow him if you guys can. Oh man, scrolling down here, man. I so many comments I miss as I'm talking my shit here. Yeah, this is another thing too, man. I want to bring up Agent Zero, with his podcast and stuff. He said that nobody knew Brunson, that he doesn't have the name, but like you said here, Brunson won two NCAA titles, and he also was the college player of the year too. Halliburton didn't win a championship at college. He didn't. Also too, like he played decent, but not really all that good in college. That's why I didn't really like his game. But Brunson, shout out to Gilbert Arenas. I'm talking about Gilbert Arenas. He said on his podcast that nobody knows Brunson. He came out of nowhere, kind of thing. This, that, and the other. No, he didn't. He's like literally, Rick Brunson's son. Rick Brunson was an All American and McDonald's All American player coming out of high school. He played decent in college. He was supposed to have been a star player in the NBA. He never materialized into that. But being around the NBA, Jalen Brunson was literally just like Steph Curry, back in the days, just like Kean Anthony. I remember I got video of Kean Anthony shooting around on the court. When I went to the Garden a couple times when he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So these guys been around the game for a long time. So this guy Jalen Brunson is exactly like those guys. So I mean, I'm talking about NBA circles, NBA coaches. Everybody knew about Brunson for years. They knew about him since he was a kid. They know that he had that talent since he was a kid. And I mean, even in high school, I think he won like a bunch of championships in high school too, Rick Brunson, and in Chicago. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Guys talk their shit, but the people really don't know what the fuck they're talking about, to tell you the truth. So scrolling down here. Taking a look at what you guys are talking about here. Cameron Goldberg, what's good, my man? He said Knicks are going to be in the lottery and draft us, unfortunately. All right, man. We'll see what happens. It could happen. Right now the Knicks could actually be on a downward spiral and might miss the playoffs. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. You got to human them, right, John? You got to human these guys. Shout out to Jerry Fitz. Thank you guys for popping in here today. Good to see Randall dap up Obi after the game. That was bothering. Yeah, man. If you watch along with us, man, definitely a lot of physicality. Randall was talking his shit there. Obi Toppin's whispering sweet nothings in Julius's ear too. I enjoyed that. But it's good to see the sportsmanship. These guys let it out on the court competition wise, but then after the game you dap it up and you let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with guys now, man. They get into some stuff. Sometimes they overstate shit. Sometimes you mad at somebody and then you call them a bitch, you fucking bitch. And then now it's an issue. But then even though you do that, man, you say, listen, let me dap it up. Listen, man, good game, whatever, and then let it go. Just let it go. Don't let it go past, the game. It is what it is. Keep scrolling down there. So Frisch said Murray and DeRozan. We'll see. Murray or DeRozan. I don't know who to pick up, man. So I mean, I think we do need a shooting guard. We absolutely need that shooting guard. Shout out to DiVincenzo holding the job down for the time being. But imagine DiVincenzo coming off the bench, with Josh Hart, with Precious Achiuwa, imagine that. And then imagine making the trade for a shooting guard, what I'm saying? When now DiVincenzo's coming off the bench, right? And then now imagine trying to get like possibly another center. I don't know if your Knicks going to get a center. But I mean, the ability to really get better and make a big time move is unbelievable, man, with the Knicks right now. So I'm scrolling down here. I mean, I'm enjoying everybody popping in here. Shout out to Evergreen popped in. Evergreen is here. Evergreen, I always got your book right here. I got your book right on my desk, right underneath this towel here. I still haven't finished the book, man. So I mean, I got to admit that, but I definitely got to find some time to get that together. Backup point guard. We didn't have a backup point guard to begin with IQ. IQ was the quote unquote backup point guard, but he didn't do a good job being a backup point guard. He's basically a erratic scorer. So backup point guard is going to be Deuce. Deuce is going to get the inside touch on that. But Macaulay Flynn, that's it right there. Macaulay Flynn, the backup point guard. He's my favorite to get it. But I would be okay if Tom Thibodeau decided to let Deuce McBride play backup point guard. Then fine, I'm with it. Shout out to Marvin here. I haven't seen Marvin Lasige in a long time. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name properly, man, but I haven't seen that name in a while. So the Knicks will be a lottery chasing team again after all this past high draft picks, including RJ. Yeah, we probably will be a lottery team again. I think every team goes through that. But I think our little window right now is literally 3 seasons. I think we have a 3 season window right now. I think this is one of them. And then we got to pay Julian and Brunson eventually. Within this 3 year span here, we need to make some moves to capitalize on this window. So enjoy the window for 3 years, and then within after that 3 years, then we'll probably be back in the lottery and doing. And I think hopefully that lottery thing doesn't last a whole bunch of years. Hopefully it's a quick rebuild once we get there. But I think we will be a lottery team. That's not something to jinx us about. But we will be a lottery team. But I just think this window right now, we're talking about 3 years. It's going to be this year, next year, and the year after, where we're using Julius and Brunson as the main cogs, and we're going to start to build around those guys, man. So for progress with this front office, that's what I think we need to do. And I think we're on the right path, man. So I think we made the right decisions here. We just have to continue to do that going forward. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, man. So next is Randall. He's not emotionally fit to lead. Yeah. You could the Obi narrative was a problem for him. RJ was a problem for him too. The fans love RJ and the Garner Randall will be exposed. I don't know about that. Today I think Randall got exposed a little bit because we have no help. So I think the help is coaching. I mean, help is coming. So I'm looking at Harlem CEO. He said he's not he's coaching now. So who are you talking about here? I think I missed something in the conversation. Yeah, I missed something in the conversation here. Yeah, but I mean, Tom Thibodeau's the coach and stuff like that. So I mean, he's got to figure it out. But like I said, I think we're definitely on the right path there. So listen, shout out to Evergreen. He said he just buried his uncle today. So let's give some respect to Evergreen here. Sorry for your loss and stuff, man. But positives. The Knicks made the trade. Whatever. So hopefully that was enough to help you ease the pain for that a little bit, man. But definitely you know my sympathy and all that stuff out to you, man. Sorry for your loss. All right, so scroll down here. So Gideon, I haven't seen Gideon in a while either. So offense is fine at the same time. Defense is bad and needs to change. So we're definitely going to get that change, man. We got to wait for OG to get here. OG and Precious is definitely going to help that out, man. Scrolling down here. So I'm about to get out of here, guys. I know you guys know my wife is her birthday, so we only got a couple more hours in this here. So I definitely got to get out there and make the most out of the last couple minutes here. But thank you guys for popping in here. I appreciate all you guys' comments. Shout out to Melpster here, always contributing here. Talking about Brunson here with the thing. Yeah, I just said the same thing. I'm definitely behind in the comments and stuff. So I mean, he said he will be losing a lot, getting punked. Yeah, but like I said, we made this trade for a reason, man. So we're gonna be on the up and up with this squad. Melpster, he said Hartenstein is a free agent this season. Do they resign him or go with Mitch for next season? Well, right off the bat, Mitchell Robinson is already signed. But don't be mad if we trade that motherfucker. Shout out to Mike. Mike on from Twitter, man. Mike used to pop into the chat too sometimes. We haven't seen him in a while. But don't be mad if we trade Mitchell Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell Robinson, to me, I don't think he contributes enough. You want to talk about a guy? Look at Goga from last night in Orlando. Goga was kicking our ass last night. You know what I'm saying? So there are other players out there that we can get for a fraction of the price that we don't need to hold on to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is one of those guys that has that name recognition. So trading him to another team, in a package, you know what I'm saying? Some kind of way can really help the Knicks going forward too, man. So look out for that. Don't be upset if we trade Mitch, because Hartenstein is showing you that he can fill in for the Knicks a little bit. Like I said, there's another guy everybody been talking about it too. Andre Drummond, he could be available. And there's quite a few other centers. We mentioned Clint Capella. He makes $20 million though. But Clint Capella could be had. Other players could be had too to fill in that spot. So don't be mad if we place him. This is another big one too. Shout out to I forgot who said it. It might have been Trav Ryan. He might have said it. But Rokas might end up being a backup point guard next year. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. He's been playing over there overseas. He had a really good FIBA tournament. So we all know Rokas can play. So maybe Rokas will come over next year finally, because we definitely have a spot for him. Right now, we legit have a backup point guard spot for Rokas. So maybe Rokas comes over next year. Anything can happen. Yeah, man. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys for coming in here. Happy New Year's to everybody. Tomorrow, I think I might do a pod tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, the Knicks have no game, but I'll do a pod tomorrow. I'll see. I'll work it out, see what I can do. I'll probably do a midday pod. Or so at some point tomorrow, I'm going to get up and do a pod. I might do more than one. So we'll see, man. I'm off tomorrow. I love the Knicks. I love you guys a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to John for hanging out with me. I definitely appreciate you guys, man. But we up out of here. Let's enjoy the Die Knicks outro tonight, man, because we didn't win. So, I mean, this at least get up and get some Millie Rock going on before you end the night, man. But anyway, get out there, go enjoy your favorite post-game show. You got Sim, of course, on NBK, and whoever else you like to watch. And I'm up out of here. Enjoy the outro before you leave. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe before you get out of here. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.